New Jersey coffee junkie right now. Words. New Jersey coffee junkie streaming right now.
Good morning, everyone. NJ Coffee Junkie here, coming to you from the great state of New Jersey. And it's Sunday. You know what that means. It's Sagrada Sunday. Good morning, Mahis. Good morning, Lady Amelia. Good morning, Rex and Tyran and everyone tuning in right now. Thank you, Mahis. Anxiety sucks. Let's be upfront about that. Anxiety sucks, and I had a trigger the other day that I am working through on top of not feeling well. It is just really bad allergies or a slight cold, and I woke up this morning and my head was basically trying to do a Lars Ulrich style drum solo in between my ears, and my head still hurts, but you know what? It's fine. It's okay. Because I'm here, I'm with my friends, I'm gonna call them in a minute, and it's gonna be good stuff. It's gonna be very good stuff. Just want to say a quick thank you to my patrons who I adore and have been patient with me, and a lot of other stuff, and especially Chris, who is one of my $20 patrons. I appreciate you ever so much. I'm gonna call the gang now, my Sagrada crew, and we're gonna get this party started. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Does everyone have their coffee in hand?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Because I don't know about you, but I need it today.
Feeling 22?
Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So I missed you all last week.
Yeah, absolutely.
You.
Yeah, I was at our friend's daughter's first communion that started at 10:30, and she was the only little little girl to make communion, like the only kid. So it was like all about her, which was great. It was absolutely great. She looked adorable, and she had fun with her friends, and all of us were like, the four of us were like the four aunties, well, three aunties really. So like the four of us, two of us have kids, and so the remaining people who don't have kids were the aunties. So like, and I actually see them more than I see my actual nieces, so that's a whole weird thing. But it was really just super nice. And also, I have so many tabs open, I don't know which tab has the thing I need. Hello. Okay, Streamlabs, are you going to behave yourself today, or am I going to have to have you sit in the corner and think about what you're doing?
Unless they've went off, you're going to have them sit in a corner, because you have had somebody resubscribed for 6 months.
Yep, that was Tyran.
That was me.
Right.
And we also have Julie. Julie's birthday was yesterday.
Oh.
And so, since I didn't stream yesterday, you know what this means, right?
A birthday song?
Yes, we need to sing a birthday song.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Hold on, I need more coffee. Julie, you understand how I am.
We need the coffees.
Julie is one of my relatives.
Ah.
Yep. And so, this is for you, my dear. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. I hope you had fun at the mall yesterday, my dear.
And harmonizing over Discord is almost impossible. So
Yep.
I'm sure we were all sitting here kind of bopping our heads from side to side and quietly
Yes.
clapping along.
Yes.
I know you
Or was
were.
it just me?
No, not just you.
I
No,
know
I
you were.
definitely clapped into the mic.
You're adorable. You're all adorable.
It what we
Okay,
do.
So it is time to put on a different tab so I don't see any of that.
Yep, it's time to play a game.
I saw that, so I'm like, ooh.
It's Morbin time.
So I have to tell you a story. Because last week I was at my brother's house. And it was for a celebration. And, you know what? I'm going to go over here and I'm going to regret it because that board always gives me trouble.
You know what? I'm right there with you, NJ. I'm gonna go there.
Nice.
Why not?
Yeah. Manatee's gonna go get his hair cut soon, and I was hoping to get mine done, but I don't think I'm gonna get my hair cut before I go to play on con.
I have to die.
Rip.
And swap it.
Alright, Flux Remover, draft a die, Lathkin, move exactly 2 dice. Lens Cutter! Hooray! We have Lens Cutter! Maybe it'll be useful, maybe not.
It's kind of a pain.
Yeah, I don't know. Medium shades, shade variety, and row color variety. Row color variety's not that bad. I say that
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna regret that later.
It's
like five
actually-
rounds in.
It's actually not as bad as the daily challenge because they have color and number
Oh Lord, I need to do that
on the
later.
daily challenge. I goofed bad, and I'm like, why do I try to do this as soon as I wake up?
Because you're a glutton for punishment, like I am. Maybe question mark.
Absolutely.
Maybe question mark.
No, you're right. Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna go there, and I'm gonna, yeah.
Like it.
Yeah. I feel bad because I realized I just saw the thing pop up. I wanted to bring Joe some of my coffee, but if I order it, I don't think I'm gonna get it in time.
Oh.
It's fine. I can, if I send it to him, it might not get there in time either, so I don't know.
That's true.
I might just send it anyway. But yeah, so
You could-
yeah, go ahead.
You could have it sent to the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
then it
Attention
definitely
him.
won't make time.
I'll send it to him and see how far I get. Oh, by the way, the DM you sent me this morning, Rex, filled me with a great deal of joy
Okay, cool.
So it's just color, right?
because
glad to hear.
I love that. Because if it means we're in the same place at the same time, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna have it shipped to the campsite, Mahis. I might just order it this morning and send it over to his place. But yeah, so I'm at my brother's house last week. This was last Saturday, and we're celebrating, and you know, family's there and whatnot. And this was actually something very positive because one of the things I contend with, and I know certain people are listening, and it's fine because I am upfront about like some of the things I deal with. I had this weird belief that certain people were not like happy with me because like it's one of those things where, you know, like you can get it in your head that, oh, well, this person doesn't like you, or this person doesn't want to be around you, or this person doesn't want to see you, or some other ridiculous nonsense that your brain says is accurate, but it's actually not. It's actually not accurate or something. I'm making up words now. That, good Lord, I'm sipping more coffee. But
Accurate.
I was, but the people that my brain said didn't want me around were actually there, and they were actually happy to see me. And I told them up front, I was like, so my brain told me this, and they're like, your brain derped you, and I was like, yeah, I know. So I was able to have these lovely conversations and reconnect with people, and it was absolutely something that needed to happen. And it was so nice to be able to have that because they're family, and it's just like not blood family, but like other family, like
Family you choose.
Family.
non-blood family. And just it's like it was so weird, you know. But it all worked out in the end, and so I had an amazing day on Saturday, despite being very, very hot. It was like 90-something degrees. We're all outside, and the kids were playing with the hose, and every time they sprayed one of us, I would just like jump 10 feet, but I kind of didn't care as long as I wasn't soaking wet. Because it's that cold that startles, but when it's 90-something degrees out, you're just happy you're not getting sunburn on the back of your neck, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm. So it was awesome. And then Sunday, going to the communion, which was also ungodly hot. And I had 2 cups of regular strength coffee that morning.
My.
No, I had it at noon. Because that's when we were able to eat. And I hadn't had coffee before the event. I didn't risk wasting the time to make it because we had to drive a far distance to get to it. Needless to say, I was wide awake at 1 a.m. I had it at noon, and I was wide awake. And I just thought to myself, mistakes were made. I'm going to be miserable when I get up tomorrow. But I wasn't. I had more coffee. But it was just like, okay.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then-
they have to be the same color if you're going to move them. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Then Wednesday morning, I had a work call at 8 a.m. And I looked at my manager. I was like, can I just take the call from home and just come in at my normal time after it's done? She's like, yeah, that's fine. And so I did, and the call was literally 5 minutes, like 5 to 10 minutes. And I went, okay, that happened. I mean, it was good because I was able to get up, but I was just at the same time I was going, there is not enough caffeine to power me through this day. Have you ever had those instances where no matter how much you try to sleep, or no matter how much rest you get, you're still tired?
Yes.
Almost every single day of my life. Well, no, it's actually serious. So, in news that I've shared in other places, but not here, is, you talked about well-being and mental health and all that. This past day, I went to go to I thought I was seeing a therapist, but I accidentally booked a psychiatrist, which
Slightly different.
Which, ladies and gentlemen of the chat, there is a difference between the two. Also, could
apparently.
other thing, could someone save me the purple 3?
Yeah, you can have it.
Okay. So, ladies and
I woke
gentlemen,
up and chose violence, Tyran. I can't let you know.
oh, it's war now. Okay, so anyway,
Dun, 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 dun.
and
Begins.
and I, we sat down, we had a conversation, and then I, and really, it's like, oh, these are all the different diagnoses for different types of actual mental illnesses. And then reading through them, and she, the nurse was very smart, very well informed, and she was describing, have you ever had this symptom before? You may, it may be indicative of X, Y, or Z condition. And I was like, oh. This one I've actually had before. I've had a little bit of this. I've had, and I'm just gonna say it was post-traumatic stress. I was like, it was just like she's like, okay, I'm gonna group the condition. I'm gonna group the symptoms in bundles, and you tell me if you ever had them before.
Oh my.
The first one, I was like, no, I haven't had any of these. And then she lists off the next 4 in a row, and I was like, oh wait, I was like, oh, I've had all of those before. Like it lit up like a Christmas tree.
Oh, that's the best and the worst feeling simultaneously, right there.
Yeah,
The
because
best
it was
and the
it wasn't.
worst.
Yeah, because it was like I've had that before, and I'm like, oh, I've had that before. No, purple 3. Why?
Did I take that?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I am so sorry.
I'm kidding. It's
Forgot! Still trying
Uh-huh.
to wake up.
fine. Uh-huh.
I think we're all trying
I
to wake
hate-
up at this point. My coffee's more than half gone. I even made it a little stronger than normal just to see if it would help get rid of my headache.
Wake me up inside. So,
Save me.
Yeah, save me. Exactly. But where was I going to go with that? Yeah, so we sat down, we had a nice long conversation, and then she was able to prescribe me a sleep aid.
Oh, well,
And
that's good.
I never had one before, and so I'm hoping that this one will help me out. But turns out
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this that
Uh-oh.
uh, doctors and nurses have stopped prescribing like stronger sleep aids like Ambien.
Yes.
Because
What?
apparently I didn't know that they're highly addictive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
They're,
if you,
if I remember
if
right,
you
they're a
don't-
controlled substance.
yeah, I learned that. And
Oh.
then the other fun thing is that if you actually are unable to fall asleep while you take it, you can have highly hallucinogenic effects and do things like sleep driving, which I didn't know was a thing until I started talking with her. I was like, whoa. That sounds very dangerous, and apparently, yeah, it is. So,
There's a stand-up comedian who was taking Ambien and said that he woke up the next day and there was a half-eaten, fully cooked turkey in his kitchen. And he was like, "What happened?" And his wife was like, "You got up in the middle of the night, you cooked a turkey, and you ate it." And he's like, "I don't remember that." She's like, "You need to talk to your doctor about your prescription."
Yep.
Right?
As a pharmaceutical focused proofreader, I read about that stuff all the time, and some of the side effects that some of these medications have is wild.
so the one that they have me on, funnily enough, I did not know that medications can do this. So, here's some scientist strats for you, Chad. I didn't know this, that the drug that they have me on is also classified as an antidepressant, which is supposed to kick you up. But if you take it in really, really low doses, it actually, the side effect kicks in, which is drowsiness.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's so fascinating.
Well, actually, I
Yeah.
can put that here.
Yeah, it's interesting
I need to
how
put that there. So,
different dosages have
I'll do that.
different effects
Mm-hmm.
with medication.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Put that there for now. Excuse me.
Excuse you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You're
I
very
find
welcome.
it kind of interesting. Me and my daughter are on the same medication for two different things. And they take the same milligram.
Mm.
Interesting.
I'm like, whoa.
That
Wow.
happens.
As one celebrity has claimed, it can make you tweet racist things.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
That's
And
just
and,
amusing.
and for the
I don't-
record, that is as far as I will discuss about pharmaceuticals. It's just that I've read a lot about a lot of different side effects because all medications have side effects.
Yes,
I
yes, they
can't go
do.
into. I can't say further than that.
Okay. I think I can do. No, I can't.
Last
go
weekend, while
here.
we were all gone, I went to a huge water park. Oh my god, it was ginormous. It's called
Glitterbond?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
New Braunfels?
Huge. Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's the OG. That's the OG water park.
I'm just like, holy wow. That water park is insane.
Hmm.
Absolutely insane.
It's ginormous.
Yes. I only went to one side of it, just saying. And then, the second day we were supposed to go, it, got rained out. And they were like, oh, we can give you a ticket for another day. And I'm like, I'm only down here for a few weeks. No.
Yeah, that happens.
how are you enjoying your vacation?
I came home yesterday because I started getting sick.
Are you okay?
Mhm.
Well, it's just too much heat.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, no.
Mm,
It's like that on top of my normal ookie. I'm like, no, I just need to go home.
I get that. I I actually I actually broke into our COVID test stash because I we have a bunch, and I took one the other day because my nose was running and I thought my throat was getting sore, and I'm just going, oh no, not now, not
Yeah, it
now.
could be that or just allergies
Yeah,
driving you
and
crazy.
I was doing the date math in terms of, okay, if I actually did catch it, because I was around a lot of people the previous weekend
Ooh,
and I wasn't masked because everyone was vaccinated.
right.
I was just like, okay. And also I was outside for a good chunk of it. Okay. If I have this, do I have enough time to be negative before I go away? Like, do I have enough time to let it run my system? And I was just like, oh gosh, please no. And it turned out to be negative, thank goodness. And I was just like, I
Yeah.
breathed the biggest sigh of relief and I went, oh, okay. It's just my allergies being in butthole again. Thanks. Appreciate it. Love you. Um, that's sarcasm, of course. And it's just like, ugh. So,
Hang on,
yeah.
NJ. Do you need any dice?
I always need dice. I just don't know which ones.
Oh, that's sweet. Hey, look at the round tracker. We got a yellow 2, a red 2, a purple 2, and a blue 2.
Hey, there's only one missing.
If you leave me the red 5,
Okay.
wait, yep, yeah,
I just
the
didn't
red
want
5,
you
red 5.
to be jammed if you needed the
The
purple
purple.
6.
Nah, I won't be jammed. Go for it.
Sorry, go on. I interrupted.
No, you are more than fine. But yeah, so it was negative, and I'm just going, okay, it's just my allergies being a jerkwad again, because they tend to do that.
Yeah.
They tend to do that. Okay, hold on. So no, I did that backwards. So I need to do this. Hold on. I need to do this so that I can do this, so that I can do that. Oh, because I need that to... No. I need to do that first. Then this. Then that. Then that. And there you go.
How are you able
Boom! There we go.
guys that were two
I
different
got
colors?
it.
Nice.
I got what I wanted.
And you're not looking back.
Nope. Not in the
Dang.
slightest. Oh my goodness.
That is not terrible.
Mm,
I
it's
don't know
it's a
yet.
smattering. A wide
It's a
selection.
smattering. Yeah, it's a wide selection.
I'll take it.
Okay. I'm gonna have to see if I can. All right. Okay. Well, I've been telling myself that that I need to use Lathkin for a while now because I don't know. The next time I'm gonna get a 5, that's gonna be a purple. So there, and then I'll take the blue 4.
You
And
mean the purple?
But yeah, because the color that I just placed is obviously blue. Okay.
Ew. Well,
Ooh.
I guess I'm gonna here. I am so not doing well this game, but that's okay. I will figure it out. Maybe.
Oh, hey, I can put that purple 1. That works. Oh, that yellow one's in a bad spot. Oh, rip. Because that has to be yellow. So that's got to move. Okay.
4, 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
20.
Oh, rip me.
3 each.
I did not do this wisely, but I will put that there to finish it off.
The only color I can't really use is red. So
Could do that. 1, 2, 3,
Okay.
4. That would be fine. When am I going to get that again?
Oh.
That's the problem with these.
Oh. I can actually get some points. Woohoo!
I can use the blue 5, Tyran.
Okay, that's fine. I'll go with my backup plan then.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Since you didn't choose violence.
Sorry. I forgot.
Well, it's also on us when other people are taking their turn to go, nope.
Yep.
Okay. Missing 6s, and I need to get rid of my 6 restrictions, so that would be lovely if I could do this. Okay.
Who
So many
doesn't
1s
have-
now.
Right?
I'll take one of the green 1s if y'all are not interested.
Okay, I'm taking this. Yeah, and putting it right there. Because 6 restrictions are a pain in the tuchus.
Aren't they, though?
I can use the blue 3 for sure, and the blue 6. And not much else.
Oh, my goodness.
Actually, not the blue 3.
Oh.
Okay.
But blue 6 would be appreciated. Yellow 4 does me no good.
Okay, let's see. Hi, Jazzy. Hi, Prax. Good morning. How you doing? Oh, okay, so now there's a green one. Oh, and I have to move 2. I have to move 2 to do it, but I can do that. I can do that. So I will do that. I will move this one over here because I'm going to play this green one. And I'll move this 3 over to here. Because I can put the green one here. That means this yellow can be 3. How I'm going to get a yellow 3, I don't know, but I'm going to figure it out. And then I can play... Yeah, I got it. I'm good. So... I can put anyone there. So I'm going to put this here first. Because I want to get that out of the way.
He needs that. He needs that.
Wait. Who needs this? Who needs it?
I need the blue 6.
Alright, cool. Thank you for letting me know. Okay, in that case, I'm gonna play this green one, and I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you for stopping me.
No problem. No problem.
Prax says applying for jobs in the Netherlands. But other than that, looking for happy things to stream while I work. Well, you've come to the right place. We're just relaxing, chilling, maxing all cool, playing some Sagrada. None of us are in school.
Thank God.
Right? Well, my daughter's still in school. She took summer classes, and I looked at her and said, "Why?" It's like, you can take the summer off. She was like, "I didn't know that. I was afraid I'd lose my insurance."
Oh, Lord. Okay, so
Well,
I have other options.
But I like studying.
Also, she can finish a little sooner, maybe. Or have a lighter course load for the final semester.
I hope she just has made appointments and whatnot for other schools. I'm ready for her to move on from the one she's at.
Yeah.
It's just a, no, I'm done with that one. Move on. Let's go.
I can't wait. Prax Prax says, my little one starts school this fall. Oh my gosh, how cute! And I
Well,
graduated
I
with a
would've-
master's this spring. Yay! Good for you. That's awesome.
I would have liked that green one, but I will take the yellow 4.
Yeah, I returned.
Sorry, I
to...
got color restrictions too.
Uh-huh.
I returned to the college campuses that I work with and I mentor this fall, and I'm actually not only am I helping with as part of the Draw for Charity board, which, by the way, save the date, July 15th through the 17th. We will be having a 48-hour extravaganza benefiting Child's Play, and it's going to be awesome. There are spots still open, Tyran, Rex, Amelia. If you want, there are still spots for my Among Us game starting at 10 p.m. Eastern on that Friday night.
I'll play.
Cool.
I think I said I'd play, but I'll double check the server now.
Oh,
Yeah.
I need that yellow 3. Wait, do I? Yep, I need that yellow 3. I will take it, please.
So do I. But okay.
Sorry. But yeah, so we're doing that, and then tomorrow morning, I'll be playing Mario Kart, I think. Yeah, I'll probably be
tomorrow
playing
morning?
tomorrow morning. I know it's 4th of July, but I have no plans. So I am actually hosting a fundraiser. It was a last minute thing. Brandon from Soft Giving put out a call asking for streamers to help fundraise for NARAL, which is a pro-choice organization to help protect women's reproductive rights. So I will be doing that from 9 to 2.
Okay.
I plan on playing Mario Kart and maybe more Sagrada or Minecraft. I don't know yet.
Does anyone need the yellow one?
Nope.
Yep, Mario
Okay.
Kart. But yeah, so I'll be doing that. And I was talking to Manatee yesterday because apparently there are people who are upset with me over not getting the rewards for other streams done yet. And I finally have everything in place. It took a couple of months, but all of that is going to be happening over the next couple of weeks. So there's going to be Jackbox, there's going to be the Breath of the Wild playthrough, and I picked up Resident Evil 2 yesterday because I finally figured out which horror game I wanted to play, and I figured that one would scare me half to death. So
They have a tendency to do that.
Yep. So I'm really looking forward to all of that. I have to sit down with Manatee and map it all out. Because and this is one of the things that I think people sometimes tend to forget is that that people who stream, they have other responsibilities.
Right?
I'm married. I have 2 jobs, technically.
Which is a lot.
I'm a proofreader and I do project management work. I volunteer for a fraternity, and I try to balance all of that stuff out. And, the pandemic, streaming's been a way for me to do the things that I couldn't do during the pandemic, which is, give back and support other human beings through service. And that's why I fundraise so often and so much, because it gives me that
NJ,
that outlet.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt.
What's up?
Are there any dice people need? Because I got to swap something out.
I'm good, so go ahead.
I can use the purple or the blue, not the greens.
You do what you need to do, because I have no idea.
The greens are all yours. But yeah, so I want people to know that I haven't been ignoring it or, like any of that other stuff. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Okay. The oh no isn't for me. think I'm done with yellow, but yeah, I'm done with yellow. But
I just thought he hosed himself. I'm sorry.
no, you know what? I have okay, I need another 6 anyway. That's going to finish that row. So I need 2 blues, two blues, a purple, and a red. That's going to be fun. Okay. So, but yeah, so I want people to know I haven't forgotten about it, but just that when, and I'm not the only person who has to juggle so many balls in the air, but that some things take time to put in place. And it's actually something I've talked about with my therapist in terms of because I have executive dysfunction sometimes, and I'm very forgetful.
I don't want to interrupt,
No, you're
but
fine.
I absolutely need both of those 5s.
There are
Oh,
3
no.
5s on the board. Which 2?
I need
the green 5.
Okay. Well, I would like the
So do
blue
I.
5.
Okay, then I'll barter with you. I'll take the if you take the blue 5, I'll take.
Hold on. So this would be purple. This would be red. We're fine. Okay. The lack of reds is disturbing.
I find your lack of reds disturbing.
So I could use the blue 3 or the purple 4. It seems.
Okay.
I'll take either one. Prax says executive dysfunction club. Well, I mean that's kind of what I call it. I'm dealing with severe procrastination, and I was talking to my friends about it, about why I'm feeling so much stress and why I'm having so much trouble getting stuff done and whatever. And my friend said this to me, and then my therapist, she actually verified it. She said to me, did you ever think to consider that you were in such a stressful situation for such a long period of time that now that you are not, your brain doesn't know how to handle it, so it's manufacturing extra stress to compensate for the fact that you're not in a stressful situation anymore, and it needs that to be used to it. And I went,
Yeah.
and something clicked, and I went, oh.
Tyron, you need that green 5?
Yes.
And I was like,
Okay.
I never thought of it that way. So that's what my friend said. Because my friend is a social worker, so she sees this stuff all the time. She actually asked me that first, and then I talked to my therapist about it. She goes, yeah, your friend's on the money. I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah, you develop a coping mechanism in unhealthy places, and when you find yourself in a healthy place, those old coping mechanisms are still in effect.
Mm-hmm.
And you end up carrying on the learned habit that you no longer need. And
Yeah.
it takes a while to decondition yourself from that.
Yeah, so that's kind of what I'm contending with right now, and it's just like, yay!
Oh, that's
Yeah, I've
Yay.
been going through that with my job, and I was talking to my boss about because I'm a contractor, the possibility of getting hired, and he was like, well, there's a lot going on with the company, and there's going to be some opportunities over, in this other area. And I said to him, I know, because I have 2 bosses, one of whom's my friend who got me the job. I've talked about that before. And I said, I know my friend is sick of me saying this, but this is the best team I've worked with in 32 years of working, and I want to keep working with the 2 of you if at all possible.
Yep.
So I'm asking you to tell me what I need to do to get hired to continue to work for the 2 of you. Because this is the healthiest environment and most supportive environment I've worked in my professional experience.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh,
Unless
exactly.
you guys can tell me that these folks are just like me because I trained them, I want to stick with you for as long as possible. And my friend was like, yeah, he says this all the time. And my boss is like, you tell me that anytime you need to, because I love hearing it. And I was like, okay, cool.
NJ, what were the two numbers that you were looking for? Or what were the two dice that you were interested in?
Blue 3, purple 4.
Okay. I will take the blue 3 and hope to God somewhere a red pops up.
Seriously.
Need a green 5, so.
Oof. I need the purple 4, please. Prox says, working at a job where you don't get yelled at is such a strange change, and also saying, your therapist sounds like a good one. She really is. She actually gave me her personal number so that if I needed to talk to her before our next appointment, so I could call her if I have a crisis or anything. And after some of the stuff that happened over the course of the last couple of days, I'm not going to get into it here, but I actually did consider calling her, but I was like, no, it's a holiday weekend. So I might call her before I go away. But Prax also says, having lived in poverty most of my adult life, I have to constantly remind myself that I don't have to live in survival mode anymore. Yeah, I relate to that. I relate to that slightly. I grew up in what used to be a middle-class town. I think it's still technically a middle-class town, but money was always tight. Even though, like, thank goodness in the 80s there was layaway, or else I don't think we would have had Christmases. My mom leaned on that so hard. I'm surprised that she didn't tip over when they stopped doing it. But
Is there anything anyone needs
purple 4,
that's
please.
in the purple 4? Anyone else? Well, it's just NJ. Okay.
Yeah, purple 4.
We're gonna run out of time.
But absolutely, Prax. And that's one of the reasons why it took me so long to get my braces, because I always thought they were too expensive. Oh, that ain't right.
Oh,
ouch!
That ain't right.
I should have
That's
ignored
dumb.
I should have chosen violence and taken the green 5 from Tyran.
Although that helps me.
And I wouldn't be in this
Oh
jam.
man, that green 5 is me and
I
him
can
are
deal
about
without
to
the purple
box
4
over
because
that green
I got
5.
something else I wanted. So, thank you for your sacrifice there. But yeah, I kind of relate to that, Prax, because I was always told, well, hey, look, Reds. I was always told, like that even $20 was expensive, and for a lot of people, it still is.
I need the red 3.
You're taking the red 3.
The only thing that I can play is the red 3.
Tyran,
no.
you took the green 5 from me before, so
I'm sorry. The only thing that I can play is the red 3.
Twice in one game, dude. Who's choosing violence today? Tell me, answer that. Riddle me that.
Batman did not come to play. Okay. But yeah,
Okay.
so Prax, I mean, like, I get that, and that's what took me so long to get my braces, because I thought that, however much they were was a lot of money. I should have had my braces 20 years ago.
Are there any greens that anyone needs out of this green list?
Negative, Captain.
Yes, but I don't know.
Yes, but you don't know. So if you had to pick, Lady Amelia,
Probably the 6.
Okay. So.
But yeah, so like I needed braces when I was a kid, and my parents couldn't afford them. Then I was supposed to get braces before I got married, and I thought it was too much money, even though we had really good dental. And now, and they always said, "Oh well, it'll improve your smile," not realizing that I had, massive issues. And so when I finally went to a new dentist up here where Manatee and I live, they said, you need braces because you're going to lose teeth. And I went, oh, all right, then let's go. And it cost a lot more money, but we have insurance, thank goodness. And it's just like, a whole thing. So
okay. I gave myself a red 6, Rex, so you can take the red 3.
Rex says, I found this neat job in my field that I'm applying for. Here's hoping. I'm going to cross my fingers and my toes. And if I stumble out of the room, it'll be worth it because you're getting all my luck.
Okay, you know what? I can't use any of that. I literally have one thing I can use. And
you can use, yeah, I was going to say, you could use the purple 5.
Yep. And then rip, game over. It's okay.
I need a purple and a red. So I'm going to do Okay. Which red am I allowed to use?
I need the
think-
red 3.
I think it's the red 4 is the one that you can take. Yeah.
Then I'm taking the red 4. Alright. So, which of these, other than the red 3, which is not expendable, which of these is expendable?
Blue. I'm sorry, blue. I'm staring at it. Green 4. I don't think I can use.
You, anybody else?
No, I'm gonna have to switch out just to finish, and that's a maybe.
Okay.
Green 4 it is. Are you
Alright.
gonna swap?
Yep. I'm gonna swap it out for the purple 4 that got abandoned. Unless somebody needs the purple 4.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. I want to make sure. I'm trying to be nice here. And we're gonna boot
Yeah,
that.
niceness went out the window when I accidentally took the.
It's fine. There you go. All set. All right. But yeah,
It's the butterfly effect. You take one die that someone's claimed, and then suddenly it's thermonuclear war.
Yes, absolutely. And guess what? I'm done because
you take the
all I
4, you
needed
take
was
the
a
3, you
6.
take the 6, and there you have the facts of Sagrada.
Right?
Mm-hmm. I must start. I must be feeling a little better because I'm making bad jokes and I'm not apologizing for them.
And I can't play anything. So hooray!
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Rex and I both have a missing 5 spot.
The
I
5
have
are.
him missing
Well,
6.
I mean,
The 5s were bad.
Yeah, to be fair, we were plagued with 2s.
We were plagued with a whole bunch of 2s. Yeah. You do your fireworks, whatever.
The whole 2
Yeah, I know,
and nothing
right?
but the 2.
A plague of 2s upon your house.
I only got 5 points for my color.
Ouch. That hurts.
Yeah. So
That hurts.
I should have had 2.
Wait, how did I manage to get all 4 rows?
how did I manage to get anywhere close?
Good job, NJ.
Thank you.
Well played.
Prax says, I really liked the Netherlands before studying for my new field in grad school. Turns out there's a huge historic presence of this stuff. They're super connected and supportive. That is the best right there. That is the absolute best. Prax says, is this game cooperative or competitive? Yes. We play this like one of those really cool not legacy games. I'm forgetting the name of it. We have it in the house. But basically, you're supposed to play this competitively, but we're kind of like light co-op competitive where we go for the highest score, but we also don't like to screw each other over if possible. So yeah, what saved me was that blue 6, I think. That blue 6 really helped.
Mm-hmm.
TAC Rules, a beautiful game. Yeah, I guess.
Yes.
I haven't played TAC.
It's a best-selling set of novels that's referencing, so I wouldn't say
Mhm.
obscure.
It's
but-
not. Joe explained to me the game a little bit, and he said he plays it with his daughter.
I haven't picked up a TAC set yet, but that's largely because I don't get to play a lot of board games in the house, so...
I've been meaning to pick it up, and I was going to pick it up at the last PAX, but I couldn't find it.
Mm-hmm.
I think they usually have boards for sale on the World Builder site.
Yes.
Sounds right.
I should probably pick it up there, shouldn't I?
And that's probably going to be the next physical game I buy. Oh, Uno is on sale on Steam if you don't have it.
Yes.
And I just picked it up while we were streaming because I saw the message about that for Draw 4.
Yes,
So-
we're going to be playing Uno. The only thing that I'm sad about, like I'm a sad panda about, is that it is not available for Mac. It's only Windows. And I was just like, no, because I know people that play on Macs.
Yeah. but it'll be better than the game gaslighting us that we had the last time we played, where my cards were different from other people's cards.
Oh Lord.
And y'all were like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "It's a valid card." "No, it's not. Here's a screenshot." "Oh my God, what's happening?"
Well, that was on TTS, and we're not using TTS anymore.
Yeah. But that was both confusing and entertaining.
Oh, delightfully. Almost as much as Kirby flipping the table.
Yeah.
Dang
Hello,
it.
sir.
Dang it, Kirby. Hi, Listerte.
Morning.
Welcome in. Prax says, TAC is an amazing game. My wife and I play often. She's brutal. I have the original release from the Kickstarter.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay, I need a health and safety break, and I'm gonna go make more coffee because my brain says, I'm feeling better. More coffee, please. So,
Okay,
I
good.
need like 5. If you would like to entertain the chat, feel free to throw questions out, and for this stream, if you want to ask any questions of any of us, myself included, you don't have to pay channel points for it. Just go ahead and throw them in, and I'll be back in like 5, not even 5. So,
Okay.
thanks.
Well, take your time.
Yep.
I will.
Now, of course, if you really want to ask Rex a question, you highlight it, which does cost channel points.
Yeah, but you don't. I'm literally watching the chat, so there's no need to highlight it. And it's not like we're running a moderated stream where you have to, put question before it so that we know it's a question.
We're not? Oh, well, I'm bailing. Bye, everybody.
Peace. It's interesting, getting back to the mental health for a second,
Mm-hmm.
how many things tie into and can cause executive dysfunction around mental health. And it really, it's a symptom of many different things. And it's a commonality amongst a lot of different things. I have ADD, and it's a function of that. And it can also tie into other issues. So you can have a stack of things going on, and that's one commonality amongst all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's, and I'm very happy that we're at a point in society where we can discuss this stuff as much as people are comfortable, not to shame people or put them in the spotlight, but just like, yeah, I've chatted with friends who are having issues, and I've used the Thor get help gif a lot. We're doing get help. I don't want to get help. You need to get help. So it's, as a way of somewhat lightening the topic. But it is important. It is important. And it is so good to see that people are willing, able, and not looked down upon for getting the help they need. It's been far too long. And that's enough seriousness about that stuff, but just something I wanted to get out there. Anyhow,
Good.
Does anyone have any questions on a lighter note?
What is this?
And if you're still there, I think it's hilarious that you were rained out from the water park, by the way. That's, not something you would expect to happen necessarily. Sorry, too wet.
Bum-ba-dum. Ooh.
There, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Oh, good. Oh, my mic apparently was half unplugged.
Oh,
Oh
no.
no. Yeah. Yeah, I was so mad. I was like, oh, but it was, I don't know. It was a lot of drama that particular day too. So I'm like, maybe I just need to go home.
Nothing like drama on vacation, I'm going to go away, get away from my problems. Drama.
Right. And it was at the water park at that. And I'm just like, oh my God, people. Okay, I'm the one drinking. You're the one being stupid. What? I could not wrap my brain around that.
Lightning at the Water Park would be a great name for a band, by the way.
Yeah, lightning at Schlitterbahn. What?
Lightning at Schlitterbahn after we've been through like 2 months of drought.
Yeah.
is a premium combination. Because we're still in drought down here.
Yeah.
We
you guys are like going to be in like the triple digits for quite some time.
Yeah, this is the hottest June. That was the hottest June on record. We're like, yay!
Yeah, it was-
so many days over 100.
It was so awful down there. I was just like, oh my god, how am I still surviving? I'm like, I've got to get home. I need my air-conditioned house that I can do whatever I do in.
We just need a nice tropical storm to bring in some well-needed rain, and we'll be good.
Yeah, but then it'll kick up that humidity and then it'll kick your pants.
Well, you see, the thing is that the humidity is already 75% anyway, and I would argue that like after 50%, it really is it just feels sticky all the time anyway. Yeah, I'd rather take the humidity than it just being obnoxiously dry.
Yeah, I would say when I left Texas yesterday, I was like, okay, yeah, it's hot, but it's not too bad, you know. And then I get to Missouri, like halfway through Missouri, and I get out of the car and I'm just so sticky. And I'm like, oh, this is nasty. I was like, okay, I know I miss home and all, but this is gross.
Yeah, there have been days here where I'll go out to mow the lawn and I'm like, okay, it's 72. That's doable. And you go outside and it's like you're breathing in over a pot of hot soup. It's just like,
oh, nice.
So humid.
Yeah.
Wait a minute,
I'm back.
what?
So
you said it was 63 in California?
Yeah, that's...
good stuff, Blue Wave. Just to give you a hint, Blue Wave, of the forecast that I have for next week, it is the following. This is consecutively from Monday through Saturday. 102, 104, 103, 102, 104, 102.
Yep.
Yay!
Those
And
are
that's
radio
without a heat
stations, not
index.
temperatures.
Yeah, and that's without heat index.
104.0. The heat.
Yep.
We're taking up our next caller. You're on the air.
So, yeah, I was told that it's going to be in the high 90s in Nashville and Alabama next week, and I just looked at Badger because like we're going to go meet up, and I was just like, we're gonna be in shorts.
You know
those are those bugs, right, Mantua? They're bugs, right? I've heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to the bugs.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
Missouri
lie.
is crazy too.
I'm not looking forward to the bugs. I don't want bugs. I don't need bugs. I don't like. There's currently a daddy longlegs living in my bathroom, and I was up last night, and or the other night, I can't remember which. It's all melded together, and it was trying to crawl up my shower wall. Now I know the daddy longlegs aren't. They're just big. They're not. They can't bite through the skin or anything like that. So I wasn't too concerned. And I was just watching it because I was so tired. I was mesmerized watching this.
She started a
bug.
new game, Tyran.
Yeah, I started a new game. I was mesmerized by this bug trying to get up my shower wall and failing. And then after it tumbled, and it just was kind of hanging upside down, and like moving its legs a little bit, and just kind of sat there, like just dangling. And I looked at it and I went, we all have those days.
Sitting up that hill.
Yep, it's currently in one of the corners of the ceiling, and I just look at it and I'm like, okay, As long as you don't try to, like, climb down onto my shoulder while I'm in the shower and you get rid of whatever ants make their way in the house when we open the door, I don't care. I don't care that you're there. You're just looking for food. I don't care. Just stay out of my sight and we're good. Running pliers, egg Lummies brush, and flux brush. Lots of brushes this game. But that makes me nervous.
All right, I just got distracted by this TikTok that I'm seeing where there's like 500 men dressing up in full suits to watch the new Minion movie.
Okay, this game is just not going to be a high score game,
thanks.
Period.
Well, if someone has green, they're in luck. I know it's not me, and the rest of you being silent, only, you know.
Oh, I have
It's
no
my
idea.
suspicion.
Wow.
Welcome back, Julie.
Yeah, I've got some former family. My ex has family who are in Arkansas, and they've told me stories about chiggers, and I'm just like, nope.
Oh, chiggers are bad.
Yeah. Again, when I was in Phoenix, it was, you know, keep an eye out for brown recluse and black widows and the occasional scorpion, but just the palmetto bugs were everywhere.
Oh, we're not gonna talk about the palmettos. No.
Ew.
Yeah,
No,
it
thank
was
you, sir.
Not good.
I don't like any of this one bit, but I will make it work. Boop.
Yeah, as far as weather goes, Illinois is even supposed to get into the hundreds.
If I take... Well, actually, it doesn't matter because colors...
Don't matter?
Colors don't matter. Although I can't start in the bottom left corner because the greens are 6s and 4s, and that leaves me in a tough spot. So I think I'm going to start up... I'm going to start... Oh, shoot. You know what? I'm going to start over here so that I'm not stuck.
Yeah, because you would have definitely been stuck there,
Oh,
girl.
Sixfinity. No, wait, no. Hold on. You can see the first community server name was Realm Sixfinity. Oh, that's right. Well, it was called Joe Hill's Thanks You, Mahis. I'm reading one of the things in the Discord. I'm reading it out loud to myself. Never mind. Hold on.
Okay, but it's your turn.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Da-da-da. I'm gonna go with
One of
this.
the cool-
Wait, no, I'm not gonna take all the yellows. That's rude. I'm gonna go.
Lady Amelia being over here like, hey, NJ, I'm gonna let you finish, but it's your turn.
Yeah, sorry. My brain.
Yeah, pretty much.
My brain
I
just
can-
went plonk.
I can
You ever
use the
have one of
green
those
6
All right.
because
I'm
it's
done.
the
You
only
can
thing
have
I
it.
can play.
Yep, you can have it.
Yeah, one of the coolest weather-related things I ever experienced. I drove from Texas to Illinois in one day, which is a heck of a drive.
Ew.
Oh, that's what I did yesterday.
Yeah, from Oklahoma through to through Missouri, and it was in early fall. So when I got into Oklahoma, it was incredibly foggy, but basically I went from early summer in Texas in the morning to ice on the ground in in any standing pools of water in the part of Illinois I ended up in. And it was just wild, like seeing the seasons change in a day.
Yeah, it was rough yesterday because it was hot in Texas, and then by the time I got home, it was pouring down rain.
Yeah.
I wanted to cry. But I'm like, okay, I can deal with this, I suppose.
Okay.
Okay, some of us have great boards for this, and others are just like, ugh. 'Cause
Yeah, I
all
really
that-
appreciate all the blue they're giving me to go with my blue diagonal.
Yeah, that kind of is not cool.
I could really benefit from Corkback Straight Edge right about now.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I was
Same.
just thinking that.
But I can use the yellow 4 and the purple 1. Never mind. Take
Nope.
it, take it, take it, take
Nope.
it, do it,
No.
take it, take it.
No. No. No.
Because I see something else I can do. I can use the 4s. The 4s are with me.
Fours.
I'm
There
I'm
Four
climbing
of
up.
those.
I'm climbing up to try to get back down here and failing miserably. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do here.
Oh, Rex.
Do you need the red 4?
No. I just look at your board and I'm like, oh, my heart breaks.
Well, that's why I was like, I need the purple
Yeah.
because I can at least finish that column.
Yeah. Serious case of ouch, my dude.
Oh yeah, Mahi's. My friend and I did a road trip where he drove from Phoenix to Flagstaff, and I drove from Flagstaff to Phoenix on the way back. And I had a fantastic trucker tan on my arms, to the point where when I came home from vacation, hung out with my girlfriend, we took some photos in a photo booth, and when I showed the photos to a friend, a coworker and friend, he was like, keep in mind, this was 1994 or 1993. He was like, and he was Puerto Rican, so just to fully encase this so I don't sound like an awful person, I had my arm around my girlfriend in one of the photos because she was sitting ahead of me, and
Oh, no.
he said, what Mexican stuck his arm in the photo booth?
Mhm.
And I looked at him and I went, what?
Oh.
And he goes,
My.
that arm's too dark to be you because I am incredibly pale. And I showed him the photo, and I have some moles on my forearm. I'm like, that's my arm, dude. And he was like, you get tan? And I'm like, yes, believe it or not, my pasty self can get tan. And he's like, what happened? I'm like, you didn't see me for 4 days and it faded because I am incredibly pasty.
Right. Okay. Ugh. Yuck and yuck. Okay. That is all I've got to say to this. Okay, so, well, I can go there. Threes, anybody?
Oh my goodness.
Threes that I can't get to the one that I need.
3s are definitely a crowd on your board. My goodness.
Yes.
goodness.
Wow.
So many ones.
Apparently,
Like,
1 is not the loneliest number this round. It has plenty of company. Oh my goodness.
I can use a blue one.
There's 2 of those.
Mahi says,
Yeah, but two people go before me, so.
Oh, yeah.
We'll save you one.
Okay.
Mahi says, I did that drive in reverse from early morning to evening. And let me tell you, driving south in the morning is how you get one heck of a trucker's tan.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what triggered my story about the Phoenix to Flag and back trip.
Oh
Yeah.
no, Mahis! Who lucked out by skipping fireworks with friends last night. One just found out today that the coworker they work with in close proximity tested positive.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Does anyone need that green 4? Because I'll play it. Otherwise, have at it with the 1s.
Okay.
Because I need those yellows desperately, and I can't reach them until I get over
Well,
there.
I need
Blue.
I need the red one or the red 3, and I need one of the blue ones, if possible.
Well, it is your turn.
I know, but I'm asking
Oh.
which one of these is okay to take.
I just need a blue one.
Okay. Okay, so one of the blue ones is for Rex. Anybody need the reds?
I don't know. Do what you gotta do.
Okay.
I've told this story on the stream before. A friend of mine
That's one of
lives
the
on
two that I
a
can-
lake, and they have a tiny dock, and they until the past couple years, they've thrown a big party where they invite people over because their kids go off to summer camp. And the first one I went to, they're like, oh, we launch fireworks off the dock. It's great. And I'm like, okay, cool. So go to the party. And the guys start launching fireworks off of their tiny dock. And I start backing up away from them. And one of the guys is like, what, you don't like fireworks? And I said, no, I've used up all my luck with them.
Oh,
I'm not
no.
getting near them because something bad's going to happen. And he's like, yeah, okay, sure. And they pull
Okay,
out
so
Go ahead.
does anybody need the red or green one?
Go ahead and take them. I'm saving myself for the green 4.
I cannot use any ones at this time.
Okay, I'll just take the green one.
I mean, I can use the blue one, but
Well, I just took the green one.
So you and I are in a similar situation, Rex. We both need blues across the board.
well, does anyone need the yellow 4?
Not really.
Go ahead and take it.
Okay.
Take it.
So they pull out one of these multi-rocket launching bricks that's like not quite a foot square.
Mm-hmm.
And they put it on the dock, and that's when I really start. So there's a staircase down to the lake where they live. I start backing up the staircase, and this guy's like, what are you doing? I said, I've used up all my luck. And he laughs at me, and then he looks at them, pull this thing out of the duffel bag, and he backs up.
Oh,
And sure enough, when it goes off, it tilts over and starts launching itself towards the crowd that's watching it, and people are.
Oh.
I step into the woods, and people are rushing past, and he's like, what did you know? And I'm like, I've used up all my luck. I don't know how to explain it to you. I don't play around with fireworks. I rarely even go to fireworks shows anymore because I've had things happen, and I still have all my toes, fingers, eyes, and hearing, but I'm not taking any more chances.
Okay. What of this do people want to have? Tell me now. I would like the yellow 6.
I'd like to. I was going to say I'd like a nice car, be in a steady relationship. But we're just talking about Sagrada here.
Oh dear, here we go.
This isn't a therapist couch.
but it can be.
And then it suddenly just swivels around and goes, that's what you thought.
I can use the red 5 and the purple 2.
Okay.
All right.
Well then, I'm gonna take the yellow 6 because those requirements are gonna bite me in the butt, and I'm planning on taking the blue 3 if no one does.
I may get to the blue 3 before you, because I mentioned that I was looking at the blue 3 and one of the green 5s.
That's perfectly fine.
Well, I actually cannot use either of the greens. Period.
So you want to talk about luck running out, Rex?
Mm-hmm.
The last time I saw fireworks in person, my friends and I, we went to this fireworks display near her house. And we were sitting relatively so it wasn't the last time at my one friend's house because we're on his his lawn, and the fireworks are pretty far away, so it's safe. But the last time we went to some place that was like an open field, this was maybe about 6 or 7 years ago. Maybe more. And we were sitting relatively close, but we thought we were far enough away where the fireworks weren't so bad.
Yep.
And so, we're watching and everything's great, and all of a sudden we see the ash start to fall. And we're like,
Purple
oh no.
2. Anybody need it?
Me.
Okay.
That was one of the 2 I called.
Okay. Just needed to make sure. Okay. So I can put that there.
Yeah. So what happened was I ended up getting firework ash in my eyes.
Oh, God.
Ouch!
It didn't burn. My eyes were okay, but wow, did it kind of hurt. And I was trying to flush my eyes out and everything, and I was just like, oh my gosh, here we go. This is a problem. And I was just like, So, yeah. We were able to get the ash out of my eye, and I said we're never sitting that close ever again. Because my friends were like, oh, everything's fine. Like, it managed to go around my glasses into my eye.
Yeah, I wouldn't sit that close again either if I was you.
And we
Holy
weren't even
moly.
that
Usually-
close. That's the funny part. It just like the
Usually
wind.
we-
I guess the wind shifted or something.
Usually we just sit on the side of the highway and watch them. I know that you're not supposed to, but it's the safest way to do it.
I
Weirdly
went
enough.
with my ex. When they do the 4th of July, you can get a ticket on a boat, and there's like party boats, there's
Ah.
speed boats on the
Best
Hudson.
kind of boats.
Yeah,
Nice.
so there's the Beast and the Beast 2, and they do like a tour around Manhattan. And the captain and crewmate were both firefighters who work on the NYC's boat crew, the boat department of the
Actually, I can do
New York
that
City Fire Department.
because
And it's a
then I can
fantastic way to see the show
Yeah.
because you are so close.
Mm-hmm.
And what they do at the end is all of the boats line up, and there's actually hydrofoils that ferry people to and from New York for commuters.
That's really cool.
They all line up under one of the bridges because they have to let the barge go dock that all the fireworks are on, and then they race.
Oh my goodness.
And being on a speedboat on the Hudson,
Mm-hmm.
On the river
Yeah,
at night
that's trippy.
is one of the most exhilarating things. It's a great way to see the show.
Mm-hmm.
But when those you outpace the hydrofoils at first, but then they get up on the foils and they just zoof right past you. It was, core memory created.
Wow.
So I guess I'm playing a purple here.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just the purple 4.
Got some purples in your purple there.
Yeah. I heard you like purple, so we put some purple in your purple.
Oh,
That's pretty much my only move. And
I
since
didn't
there's not
see
a
that.
horizontal restriction in place, this is what I will do. Because that 4 becomes 3.
What?
And the other one's fine. In the words of Henry Rollins, your number is 1.
Okay.
Just the first of many obscure music references I'll make during the game.
Okay. Peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Okay, so that can go there. And then, okay, yes. Let's see what else comes back. We shall see.
And I think I'm good with almost everything that's left. So, Rex, NJ, whatever you guys want to take out. Except for the green 3. I don't think I can play a green 3. Otherwise,
I can play the green 3.
okay.
Yeah, you can have the green 3. I'm gonna play the blue 2 here just to get the... I need one more blue anyway, so...
Well, I can't use that blue 1. And now, whatever shall I do?
Well, you could. It just. Oh no, you couldn't. Never mind. Oops.
That wouldn't be terrible. I could do that. Knock that out of the way. Gamble on that.
I'm not overthinking, you're overthinking.
I think we're all overthinking because it's.
When are we
a
not
simple
overthinking?
board.
Let's be fair here.
Well, it's Sagrada. You have to.
Yep.
Right. Well, it's also a simple board, which makes it actually harder. Well, okay, simple point-wise. No, the restrictions weren't there. Let's say the boards are always a pain in the tuchus. Yuck. Well,
What do I put where? I guess I need some reds, so I'm gonna put a red over here. Because why not?
Good idea. I need another 3, and I need a yellow, so why not?
Oof. Alright, what thingies do we have? You know what?
I need another one of those.
Why not? I didn't use any the last time, so.
Hmm.
Okay, fine. Whatever.
Oh, the chaos roller.
Yeah.
Chaos ensues.
Oh no!
Rip.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can move it. Yes, I can
Ooh.
move it.
Whoa,
Yay!
whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, good.
Okay, that is a lot of blues.
Wow.
Okay.
Talk about getting blue in your blue.
Yeah,
Woof.
but I will go. That's okay. It's. I might as well just go ahead and take advantage of the blue generosity here. Hey
I
there,
can use
Mr.
a blue 5.
Seriously.
Wow. Oof.
I mean, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why.
Nice.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so I'll go there. Because that'll be nestled in that spot really nicely.
Okay, got that covered.
Ow.
2 of those, those.
Okay, so that can move, and I think. I'll put this here, and then
Matter.
I will.
Oh, goodness.
Look like another one of those.
All right, I really need to move this. Period.
Oh, that would actually be a really good option to put right there. Okay.
I will. You know what? No, I can't do that. Oh man.
I have never played Yahtzee, Lissert.
Really?
No, we didn't have it in the house when I was growing up, and my one friend had Boggle, but we didn't play that.
Mhm.
So
Oh, goodness.
I remember on my mom's side of the family very contentious Scrabble tournaments, and I love it because my aunt would use French words because she was fluent in French. It was really, really funny to watch that in practice.
Ooh.
we played Scrabble once in college, but you had to make up fake insults.
Oh,
Oh, that's different.
So the one that stuck was wet moody nets.
Okay. That's different.
I love it.
Lisserte says that was a potential Yahtzee small straight in the blues. It absolutely was. Oh my goodness.
Dab on the blues.
Oh goodness. Okay.
Oh, I need to start making some choices.
I need to start filling in some of these things.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Ow.
Okay.
Ugh.
Ugh. So that's
Oh.
gonna have to be moved there,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah,
Yay.
that's gonna have to move there for that to even be anything.
Okay.
All right, let's get this party started. What am I gonna do first?
We can't. There's no pink dice.
I'm gonna. As I can fill this in a little later, but I need to get that requirement in, and
Yeah, that would
I worry about. Well, okay, I'm worried more about the 3, but I have a feeling one of you needs the green 3, so I'm leaving it alone. If it comes back to me, I'm gonna take it though.
I can swing that there. That would be good.
What?
And swing that one down here. Okay.
So if I move that there, I can put no. Well, I can put the red 4 there. Yes. Ah.
Okay, so that'll work. All right. All right, that's a good strategy. So, place the 1, and then 5. Okay.
Okay. And now.
There we go. So was that a purple and a yellow? I think that's what it was. Yeah. Purple and yellow. Yeah.
Oh. Peanuts.
Cracker Jacks?
I wish.
Eh,
I don't care if I ever come back. So root for
There we
them.
go.
okay. Oh, hi, purple one. I'm gonna put you right here, okay? Boop.
That would work. If I can just get those.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow, that's a lot of green. Yowza.
One of the if I may please have one of the purple 6s.
Ooh.
No.
Oh, okay. That makes me sad.
As I take a green 3.
Yeah.
Sorry, my brain was running through "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," but trying to change the lyrics to "Sundays we play Sagrada." Da, 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 da. We hope this time that the dice are not whack.
Eh.
Sometimes it feels like a personal attack.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, it kind of does. You know. These both. Okay, yeah, they're both restrictions. Okay. Yes.
So let's hope that the re-roll gives me a die I can use.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see. Yellow 5, green 5, green 3, green 2, blue 3, purple 1. Alrighty, then. Sure.
Greens, anybody?
I'm gonna take the green 2 because I can, and I'll probably take the green 3 to fit that in and then just kind of figure it out from there. Ugh. Unless I get any objections.
It's gonna
I
take.
say I'm already hosed. Take what you got.
Interesting. Interesting indeed.
I was saying, at least you can get rid of that restriction, and then
I could, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Oh, goodness.
Need another 5? I don't need another 1.
I can use the green 5. I can't use the purple 1.
none of this hurts me, but none of it helps me either. So, I'm gonna take a gamble, and I don't think I can lose with this. So I will. Yeah, because I could just try to roll for something better.
Oh no.
Ouch. It says no. You
In
can't do
God's house, you do that to my friend Tyrannosaurus?
that. Rude.
Oh my goodness. Not
The good-
okay.
The good
It-
news is that it doesn't
Hurt.
hurt me, and it doesn't hurt me if doing this. It just doesn't help me.
There is
That's
not
fine.
enough sage on Earth to cleanse this place.
No. This place is forever cursed.
I do need the green 5.
I can't play it anyway, so.
Okay,
Yeah.
just in case.
Can I please get a red? I'm a poor old man. I'm not asking for a whole lot in life. Can I please get a red?
I need a red 6.
That's a lot of red.
Of course not.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that I can work with.
Rep.
I
me.
can't use blue.
I'll take the green 2. And the red 3.
I can use the purple 5. And anything but the red 1. I can't use the green 2.
Nope. It's not gonna help or hurt, so. Oh. Oh.
Okay, that's playable.
Okay. Right?
Woo! Look at
Nice.
you. Go you.
All right,
Hooray!
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up my game here. So I'm gonna do the following, which is red 3, running pliers,
Yes.
2.
Do
I'm
it.
done.
Do it.
It's all up to you.
Congrats.
It's all up to you guys now.
I love it. Nicely done. Okay, so I'm gonna play this purple 5. And the only other die I can play is the red 1.
Okay.
Unless somebody needs it.
I think Rex said he couldn't play the red 1.
I needed the purple 5, but
I'm gonna take it away then. I'm gonna... Give me 1 second to figure something else out. Because you said you needed the purple 5.
yeah, I can't play a 1, a 4, or anything blue.
Problem solved. The purple 5 is yours. Just
Thank you.
leave me the red. That causes a new problem for me, but I will figure it out. Go.
And the only other thing I can play is the yellow 3.
Okay.
Ouch.
Not necessarily. Wait for it.
Okay.
Ah, nice.
Aha!
Well done.
Got you.
That was beautiful.
Mwah! Right there. Right there.
Pow, right in the kisser.
That's right.
I think the dice gods just hate me today. Period. They're saying, nope, you can't even finish your board today.
It happens.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Hey, Sir Schaefer.
Hey, Sir Schaefer. Oh, hi, James. Welcome. And Sir... words. 13 months. Thank you. Thank you. And hi, Alice. Good afternoon. Hi, James. Says, I'm trying to work out the rules of this game without looking them up. So far, I've got dice are important. Well, they are. Which I would be happy, collectively, we would be happy to explain this game to you. Nice job, Tyran.
Need a bio break, please.
That is more than fine. Take your time. So why don't I walk through real quick? I'll do a quick daily challenge to show James the rules.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
So welcome in. All right. So let me walk you through how this works. And I'm going to use the daily... Actually, no, wait. The daily challenge is a bad example. So I'm going to walk through the tutorial. I'm going to walk through the tutorial to show you how to play.
Thank you, James. I decided I was going to start posting the Sagrada Sundays in the Yum Yum Hut Discord.
Oh, thank you for that, Tyran. I really appreciate that.
Yeah,
but welcome in. Any friend of Tyran's is a friend of mine. I'm NJ. I'm with Rex and Tyran and Lady Amelia. Well, you came over because of Tyran, so you already knew he was here. So yeah, basically in Sagrada, you're placing dice to create a beautiful stained glass window. This game was inspired by the Sagrada Familia Basilica that's out in Spain. It's known the world over for its windows. So there are 10 rounds. And at the start of each round, you get a number of random dice. And that number is however many people there are times 2 plus 1. So in this example, I'm playing with one other person, one AI. So you'll see 5 dice drawn at the beginning of the round. And so these dice are the panes of glass you need to complete the window. It's a 5x4 grid. And right now for this tutorial, I'm given a yellow 6, yellow 4, green 2, and 2 blue 2s. So a lot of 2s, but that's fine. So it's my turn. I need to figure out where I'm going to place a die. I have to place my first die along the edge of the window. So basically along here. Each window pattern is unique, and they range in difficulty from 3 to 6. And it'll talk about why that's important in a minute. So this is telling me to place the yellow 6 here. So I did. And now the opponent is going to pick and choose one. Okay, great. So we get 2 turns every round to place a die. And after each player takes 1 turn, the round continues in reverse order. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, it goes 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's because it does. The first player doesn't have a significant advantage, but the last player doesn't have a significant disadvantage. It's very balanced that way. And so now, having placed my first die, I have to place my next die adjacent to this one. And so what I'm going to do is place one of these blue 2s right here next to it. And at the end of the round, there's always at least 1 die that isn't picked. That signifies the end of the round. It's placed into the round track. And then the game continues. And it switches who goes first every round. So now the opponent will choose one, and now I have to choose one. Now, as it's showing here, a die can't share on an edge with another die of the same color or the same number. There's no place to put the yellow 2, but I could play any of the other 3 dice. So it's going to probably tell me to pick one of these different things. It's probably going to have me place the 5 here, which would be ideal. A die can share the corner or diagonally with a die of the same color or number. And so it's encouraging me to fill in this requirement. And it's my turn again. When you're last to pick a round, you get 2 turns in a row. And it wants me to place this green 1. Sure, why not? And so the game continues that way. Keeping in mind those 3 restrictions. Okay, it wants me to... No, why would I do that? It's going to make me do that. Why? Playing the 5 was legal but not wise. You won't be able to play a 5 next to it later. That's why. It wants to illustrate that that was a bad move. So If you do that in game, you won't be able to fill this in later unless you have something to fix it. There are tools in game that can come into play where you can fix it, and that's where this comes in, along with the undo button to fix that move. Choose another move. Try to place a die in a spot that won't restrict you later. In this case, I would play the red 4 to allow me to have freedom to move around a little bit more. I would do that. That's fine. Okay. Alright, so this is where it gets into private objectives. Private objectives are you looking for a particular color that's going to give you bonus points at the end of the game. So in this case, the tutorial is telling me that my color is yellow. And Antoni's color is going to be different. Also, there are additional objectives. These are public objectives, and these are the ways that you can obtain bonus points at the end of the game that go across all players. So all players will be after these particular objectives. So we have light shades, which is sets of 1 and 2 anywhere. Color variety, which is sets of 1 color anywhere. There are 5 colors in the game: yellow, green, blue, purple, and red. And then there's row shade variety, because value is called shade here. So rows with no repeated values. So that's going to be a whole thing. And as you can see, some of these restrictions actually help with this public objective here about that. So it's going to encourage me to keep playing, and then after 10 rounds, we'll be able to figure out who won the game. So it wants me to take my last turn of the round. There's nothing here that I can play, at least over here, because I can't fill this in yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to play this one down here, because actually, wait, you know what? I'll play it over here. Oh, wait, no. You know what? No, I'm going to play it there and then continue forward. So that green is going to go into the round track, and then the game's going to continue. And I do allow backseat gaming for this, for any of us, because I think we all keep the chat open while we're playing. So if you have a question or you think something shouldn't happen, just hit !no, and that will tell us to stop, and we'll hold off. Okay, so I think that I'm gonna play this red 4 here and get this requirement out of the way. Now you're probably thinking, hey NJ, that's great because you'll be able to play this purple 3 right here. No, I won't, because there's a 3 here, and if we want these 5 bonus points, I have to basically put this here. So I'm gonna hit there, which I did. Hello. Yes, thank you. And I'll play the purple 3 here instead, and leave another spot open for a purple. Oh good, my husband's back. He went to go get a haircut.
Oh.
Yeah, he went yesterday, but the salon was so packed he just made an appointment and decided to go today. Okay.
Hi, Manatee.
He's not in the house yet. I just saw the car pull up.
Okay. Hi, Manatee's car.
Well, the office is right outside our, the driveway's right outside, so I happened to look out of the corner of my eye and I saw the car. So, all right, so now I can place this 5 here, but I want to place it here because I can have this be a yellow, and I'm hoping for it to be a yellow. So I'm going to get this out of the way, get this restriction out of the way. So now I have to place a 2 or a 6 here, so I need to be really careful and cognizant of that.
Mm-hmm.
And with the blue 3 left over, I can't place it here because there's already a 3, and I can't place the 4 here because there's a 4 here. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to place the 4 here. And I do that because there isn't a 4 in this row, plus I know that this die here has to be a 6. So there's no struggle bus with that. And so the 3 goes up into the round track, and there you go.
Hooray.
Mm-hmm. Sir Schaefer says, I saw that you mentioned me yesterday in Discord, but I was on the road and didn't see the message.
Ooh.
I did an everyone call out because I did an everyone call out because I wanted to promote Fally and I going after the Warden, which is something that we've had like in our queue since March. And once 119 came out, we were finally able to find a day and time where we could do that. Because we had to make sure that the server was stable and that we had the free time and everything. So we were able to put it together very quickly. And in fact, we actually had it scheduled, or we were going to schedule it for 3 weeks from now because we were both free. And it turned out that, no, it just turned out we were free yesterday. So we're like, let's just go. And it tied in really nicely because he was able to announce that Shamblecraft is now on 119. And we're all trapped on an island. You gotta, hold on, I'm going to give Fally a shout out and go watch the VOD because it's hilarious. There's also going to be a highlight reel soon.
I caught a little bit of it, and it was towards the end, and it was a delight seeing you both going after the Warden, or trying to anyway.
No spoilers, but the fact that we were able to we only died a couple of times each beforehand, and we were playing on normal, just getting geared up and stuff. We were having a lot of trouble with creepers and skellies, but getting down there, it was exhilarating. Terrifying and exhilarating. And that's all I'm going to say. Okay, so James, if you're still with me, so this is the next part of it, and this is why the difficulty of the boards that you pick is important, because these give you access to tools. Those little pips are points that you can use to pay for these tools. And for this tutorial, there's a whole bunch of different ones. They either feature die manipulation, board manipulation, or turn manipulation, and these each are die and board. So this one is called Grinding Stone. It says draft a die, then flip it to its opposite side. 6 to 1, 5 to 2, 4 to 3, and etc. Then there's Eglamee's Brush. Move any one die in your window, ignoring color restrictions on your window pattern, obeying all placement and adjacency restrictions. And then Grozing Pliers. Draft a die, then increase its or decrease its value by 1. So 1 can't be 6, and 6 can't be 1. So having Grinding Stone and Grozing Pliers at the same time is actually really, really good. Because you can do a lot with that. You really need a 6 to fill in your window. Select this, and then this. Thanks for the in-depth explanation. I'm glad my first summation was correct. Dice are indeed important. One question. Do the dice in the round track do anything? Yes, they do. There are 2 particular tools. There are 2 particular tools that come into play where the round track is important. One allows you to move dice that match the color of a die in the round track. And one allows you to swap a die from the draft pool to the round track. So you're basically just swapping it out. The round track in and of itself just signifies when the round ends and the next one begins otherwise. And as it says on the screen, the first time a tool is used by any player, it costs 1 favor token. After that, it costs 2 favor tokens for all players. So if I'm using these tools back to back, I'm going to pay 1 for the first time, for the first turn, and then I'll pay 2 if I need it again for the second turn. So I would use all of my favor tokens in one round if I had to. And so, knowing this, I've played my 6, and now I can continue with my round. I have 2s here that I can use, and there. That is why the difficulty starts at 3. Yes, it is. Welcome back, Jazzy. So now I've played this 2 here. This is going to give me a completed row. I'm going to get 5 points for the row. And right now I have an additional 12 points because of my private objective. So right now I'm at 17 points. Yes, the difficulty goes from 3 to 6. And all the boards are different. And you'll notice that the boards that have the level 3 difficulty are very wide open, but the boards that are level 6 difficulty are a lot more covered with restrictions. You can tap and hold anywhere on your window pattern to use the magnifying glass. to look at the board. So if you're trying to figure out when you can move stuff or if you have to do anything to manipulate the board, you can kind of have a reminder of what is where. So, you know, I placed that 6 there, I placed that yellow there, I placed that 4 there, etc. Now, yellows are my secret color. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play this 5 right here, because that's going to fill in that 5 restriction and give me 5 bonus points at the end of the game. I also know that Antoni could not play that yellow 3, or couldn't play this yellow 3, because that 3 is right there, and that's blocking him out from that. He would have also played the blue 6, but I don't see him doing that. Now I already have 3 yellows on the board. I need 1 more yellow for this. I'm trying to get this. I have my 4 purples, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go ahead and I'm going to play this blue 6 because I can. That's going to complete the row for me. That's going to give me another 5 points.
Oh, whoa. You want the other row because you
Which
already
row?
have a 6 in that row.
Oh, thank you. See? This is why I allow backseat gaming, because I think I know what I'm doing, but I do know what I'm doing. I just got to pay attention. I got so engrossed in discussing it that my brain borked.
You were all diced.
My husband brought home Taylor ham.
Ooh.
I smell it, and it's making me hungry. Okay, so at this point, because we're in round 8, the tutorial's going to just let me play this game out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to first start off with the green 3, and that's going to finish off this row. It's going to give me the extra 5 points, and it's actually going to make this spot a lot easier to navigate because I only have to worry about the 2 colors, but also only 2 numbers. So it's going to be a lot easier to fill in.
Mm-hmm.
And now I have this other one. There's already a 5 in this row and this row, so that 5 is not going to work. There's already a 4 here. I could play the 4 here, but no, because there's a purple, and I can't play it here or here. So that 4 is completely moot, and you'll notice that it's moot because it's not highlighted. So I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to play the 3 here.
Nice.
So now I can have a 1 or a 2 here if I wanted to. And I can manipulate things around a little bit, and that's totally fine. But yeah, so I can do that as well. And I still have 2 play tokens left. I still have 2 favor tokens left. So I need to be mindful of that. And I told Manatee this morning that I was going to only stream for 2 hours, but I feel up to it. I feel up to staying a little longer. Oh, hey, look! Hi, 2! Welcome to the party. But there's also a yellow 4, and I need 1 more yellow for this bonus. Well, technically I have 1 of each. I really need red, so I'm going to go after the red, and I'm going to go after the yellow, and the red, yellow, and green at this point. Because I already have 4 purples, and I already have 4 blues. So I don't need any purples or blues. So the first thing I want to do is I want to play this. Hold on. If I play that green, I'll play this red because I can't play the red. I can't play the red here. I can't play the 2 here.
Might I make a suggestion?
Yo.
That red may actually be a good candidate for that square with the 5, with the
This
blue
one?
5. That one.
The blue 5 and the 3s?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the way you're thinking. Let's go. Because there's 2 2s here. I see what you're thinking.
Yeah.
See, teamwork, baby. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Makes so many dreams work.
Yes. And so now I have the green 2 and the purple 1. I could play the purple 1 here, but I'm not going to. I'm going to play the green 2 up here, because that's going to close this section out for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can still play a yellow here if I want to. And I have options.
Yeah.
So, fingers crossed that no shenanigans happen.
Yeah.
But
It is Sagrada.
Yeah, it is
But it's
Sagrada.
Sagrada.
That is true.
Round-
That is true.
Round 10 is always full of shenanigans.
Yeah, I might. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might actually ask Hubs if he can drop me off to go, so I can go get clothes. After we're done here today. Okay, so here's where things get a little sticky.
Mhm.
Here's where things get a wee bit sticky. Okay, this is where it gets complicated. I really want to have that yellow one and have it right here, but I'm not going to be able to play the red 3. So
You
here's
could
what's going to
play-
happen.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
go ahead.
Play the yellow one to get the bonus point, right?
You're good. Yeah.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this, because it only costs 1.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to make this 4 a 3.
Nice.
And it's going to go there. Now, mind you, I really wanted the red because I really, really... Wait, hold on. Hold on. I really, really, really want that red. I want that red.
Okay.
So, if I... No, because that's blue. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let's think a minute.
Oh, that won't work.
No, it won't work. If I move...
Do you have anything on the bottom row that is locked in? Oh yes. Never mind.
Yeah, I do. 1 second. There's a way out. I'm thinking about it. Hold on. There's a way out of this. I just have to find it.
These dice won't work for your window. Use a tool or end your turn. No, Pedro.
That's a bite me, kind sir.
These instructions are very sarcastic.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you're stuck in this situation, you want to get that red in there, but sometimes it's not going to work. Because I'm looking at this and I don't like anything I see. So I am just going to go take this. I'm going to flip this to a 3 because we're still going to get the 5 points plus the 1 that we put earlier. So we're going to get 6 points from this turn. And we're going to say go and just deal with it. And he can't play either one without using tools. So there was nothing he could do. So he loses 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
James says this is like how I play Rummikub. Oh, I love Rummikub. I have it in the house somewhere. Oh, that reminds me. Last Friday, I played the most fun game on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, hold on. We're gonna do scoring. Congrats on finishing your window. You score 1 point for each leftover favor token. So I had 1 left over and he had 3. Next, you'll earn points for each of the public objectives, and it goes from this way and then across.
Mm-hmm.
So Antoni, it looks like Antoni is kicking my butt a little bit. But this is where it gets good. Because I managed to get all 4 rows. And then earning points for the private objective with the yellow points.
And don't feel bad if you don't get this right away. It took me quite a while to learn it.
And so the tutorial has been trounced.
Yeah, that's right. You crush Antoni. I hope he goes back and he's not dice cutter ever again.
Oh!
Pathetic window.
But yeah, so that's basically how you play. All right.
And then you can play with up to 4 people, and
Yes.
that's what we've been doing.
On the online game, this is available through Steam, mobile, and the Switch, and it is cross-compatible because it's interconnected through Direwolf Digital. So you can play with your friends. There's actually a friend system, so you can connect with everyone. You can set up games where if you want to play with, like, let's say that I want to play offline with these 3 lovely people. I can send them a quick message and say, hey, let's play a game. Here's the password. And we would be able to play that way.
This also explains why the dice cutters are so bitter
Mm-hmm.
because it's the same AI that cuts the glass that serves as the tutorial player.
Mm.
So the number of times they end up losing, they then mistreat us when they give us our dice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, tap wheel.
You're very welcome. See, okay, so James, this is a perfect example of what that question that you asked earlier about how the round track comes into play. This is one of the tools that I talked about, where you can move up to 2 dice of the same color that matches a die color on the round track. And that's why you see players, as they play, try to diversify what's in the round track so that they have more wiggle room. Then we have Glazing Hammer, which allows us on our second turn to re-roll all the remaining dice that are in the draft pool. And then Corkback Straight Edge. This is the tool I mentioned last game where it allows us to place a die that's not adjacent to another die. So if you're starting on the right side and you really want to start moving on the left side, you can use this tool for that reason, and obviously vice versa or whatever. But you have to obey all the placement restrictions when doing so. And so now we have color variety for 4 points per set, so we have a maximum of 16 points there. 6 points for row color variety. Those actually tie in really well together, so that's a maximum of 24 points. So we're looking at 40 points if we do this correctly. If we manage to nail these two, we're looking at about 40 points. And then for 2 points each, a pairs of 1 and 2. So we've got a good game. Like, there's a lot of interconnectivity here. I think this is going to be. I'm hoping this will be a relatively high scoring game, but who knows?
Mm-hmm.
And we are starting off the bat with a wide variety of colors and flavors. I'm a fan. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way and make my way upwards. But James, did that answer all of your questions? Do you have any others? Is there any aspect of this that maybe you need a little more clarification on? And that goes for anyone in chat right now who's walking in and going, "What is this weird dice game?" And if you want to play the actual board game, it's available through Floodgate Games. You usually see them at like PAX Unplugged and Gen Con and Origins. But you can also order online, and they have expansions for up to 6 players. And I was actually when I was talking to Joe about finalizing like my travel plans and stuff, we're both really excited about being able to play Sagrada in person, because we have wanted to do that every single time we're together, and we never do.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a new expansion coming out, and I'm so excited about it. I can't wait.
Nice.
And I even asked Direwolf if they had the expansion available, like as a upgrade, is that what they're called? Upgrades or like whatever?
Beta test or
No.
not DLC, but
kind of like a DLC.
Expansion?
But
Expansion pack.
Thank you.
Sorry.
To see if the expansion packs would be available in the base game here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, look at my green. Look at my green path, and look at what's here right now.
Eek.
Okay. So James, here we go. This is a perfect example of that. I'm gonna take this, right? I'm gonna take this, use that Corkback Straight Edge, and go up here, because I want to get to this top part, because I need to start diversifying. Also, I have a feeling this green row is going to be an absolute pain in the butt, especially since we're seeing so many greens come out now. Late game, I'm going to be stuck. And your girl ain't having that today.
Understandable.
And wow, this coffee is magic. My headache is gone. I'm still tired, but my headache's gone.
Good.
And I think I've got maybe another half hour before I can take my allergy meds.
Mm-hmm.
Which I should have taken yesterday before bed, but no. Guess who didn't do that?
Thank you for reminding me.
You're welcome.
I was talking with the psychiatrist or the psychiatric nurse on yesterday, and she was talking about the benefits of vitamin D and how it's a huge mood and just like emotional regulator.
Mm-hmm. I take vitamin D once a week because and I have been for months.
Mm-hmm. I have to take it daily. I am that deficient.
Hubs has to take it daily because when you work inside and you're not out in the sun, your vitamin D levels dip, and a lot of people who are office workers have to deal. I think they have to deal with that.
Right.
I've started taking over the counter vitamin D, and it's helped me a lot.
Yeah, I started there, and then my doctor told me that I needed that I absolutely needed I needed something a little stronger. So I've been taking weekly vitamin D. I'm supposed to take vitamin C at some point too, like vitamin C and zinc, because it's supposed to really help with the allergies and everything. But I haven't found a good time to take it because, I haven't found a good time to take it yet. Okay, so my options are this or that. I'm actually going to take the purple 3 here because I have a feeling it's going to be easier. So that means this is going to be blue or red at some point. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh.
And luckily it's just colors, not numbers in the rows.
Yeah, so I'm not too concerned. Oh, wow. Whoever has yellow, GG.
See the dice, how they roll for you.
Huh.
I will roll for you. I will roll for you.
Oh. Options, there are many.
Yeah, I was looking at my number restrictions and trying to figure out what I needed to cover,
Right.
because those always get me in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, the colors are less mischievous. They can be if you don't follow through. But yeah,
Yeah.
the numbers are just so precise, especially when you have bordering color restrictions.
Okay, so I can do that. Um, um,
Okay, let's see. What do we have here? What do we have? Red 3, yellow 5, yellow 3, green, purple 5, purple 3, purple 1. I guess I'll play the purple 1 here just because I might as well get it out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
Which way do I want to go? And I think I'm going to play the purple 5 up here because I want to try and get rid of the purples. Because I might as well. I'll figure out the rest later. So, have at it. Oh, but goodness, yeah, I'm going to actually stand up for a minute because I sit too much. And I've been really working on moving more. Like I started taking the stairs. And
Nice.
I've been dealing with the fallout of eating a lot of salad, which that plus braces is a little bit annoying, but it's not too bad. And I will refrain from talking about weight in particular because I know that's a sensitive topic for a lot of people. But I will say that I am focused on reducing strain on my legs and my knees because I have very bad knees. And right now I have reduced about 8 pounds of weight off of my knees.
Excellent.
That's not how much I might have lost, but or I am reducing pressure off of my knees because I have trouble walking upstairs and stuff. And when we bring groceries in, if I lead with my right knee, 9 times out of 10 it'll buckle when I walk up the stairs. So I try to lead with my left, and my left is a little stronger, but it's not much better. So a lot of times Manatee will stand on the porch, or he'll come over to me and he'll take stuff from me because he knows that I have trouble.
Mhm.
And it's really the most adorable thing,
Mhm.
because he doesn't want to see me fall, I guess. I don't know.
Oh.
But,
Aw.
It because he wubs you.
well, he does, yeah.
Aww.
There's a cookie place that opened not too far, and so when he went to run errands yesterday, while I what was I doing yesterday? Oh, I was finding the warden and dying horribly. He went to the new cookie place and he brought back some cookies, and while tasty, they are something that you split with another person because it's like eating 3 slices of cake in one cookie.
Mhm.
That's a lot of cake.
Well,
That's a lot of sugar.
it was, let me say, it was delicious. It was delicious, but it was very sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is a bad idea. How about that is going to make that a red 4. And there's already a red 4 in the round track, so that doesn't help much. I'm going to put this blue 2 up here instead, because a lot of this is unanswered, so
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to be a safe bet for me, but I'm a little nervous now. Jazzy says, I need to be healthier, need to stop eating out so much and walking more. Yeah, we eat out a lot too. Not as much as we used to, but we still do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even just standing and moving around, like, that's why I was like, I'm gonna see how I feel, and if I go 2 hours, I'll go 2 hours, because I have laundry to put away, and I've got laundry to do, and I want to go and like get a couple pairs of shorts for my trip and stuff, and I had to make sure that's all taken care of.
Mhm.
I think I have 1 pair of shorts in the house somewhere. 1.
Mm.
I have to see where they are, because all my stuff got moved around. I moved all my stuff around. And I'm off of work until the 13th.
Oh.
But I leave the 6th. So it's like, I have, basically 3.5 days to get stuff done, and tomorrow I'm doing a charity event till 2.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm really just trying to make sure that all my stuff's, like, all my T's are crossed and my I's are dotted, or vice versa, depending on how you roll, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
One good thing with the dental work I've been getting done is I can eat more salads and fruits now.
Oh, good.
And I just have to get back in the habit of buying them.
Ah, yes.
Because food would get caught and it was a hassle. And now I can do that again. So
Good.
That's awesome.
Purple 4, why do you vex me so?
Also, I just want to say a quick shout to all the lurkers just vibing right now. You're not going to get called out by name, but I see you and I appreciate you.
Unless you want to be called out by name, in which case I will find you and I will announce you.
I'll call you out.
Well, I actually had a conversation with Music Man because I saw that he was vibing in my chat one night, and he said to me, because I said I had seen him, because he mentioned it first. He's like, yeah, I was vibing in your chat the other night. I was like, yeah, I saw you. And he's like, well, why didn't you say anything? I said, because I don't call lurkers out. Everybody's just sitting and vibing. I'll just, basically say, hey, I see you, I appreciate you. And I think that's enough.
Hey, can I promo friend of the stream for a second here?
You mean the one that just poked their head up?
Yep.
Of course you can.
Yep. So if you're looking to play some D&D with a great DM, Saucefire is running D&D games for the very reasonable price of $15 per player, Canadian dollars, not even American dollars. And it is some of the most fun I've had playing low stakes, high fun, silly D&D out there. And if you haven't played D&D, and I'm not calling you out specifically here, NJ, but
Yeah.
if you haven't played D&D and you want to play with a great group of people and a cool DM, you can hit up
Yep.
Sauce, because the reason they're doing this isn't just, money grab. They're raising money
Yeah.
so that they can go to PAX.
Yep.
And Sauce is the goodest of eggs. And if you want to help him out and have some fun, folks, check them out. And with permission, I'll. Oh no, Tyran beat me to it. I was just going to say drop a link in, but two men, one mind. So check it out.
I am a menace. I donate more than what is required to book slots, because Sauce is just from personal experience. Sauce is a great person, and if you are if you're someone who's not really into D&D, you never thought you were, he's a great person to start out with. He takes things very slowly, and he just vibes. There's never a rush to get anywhere. It's like it's a nice, chill experience, and he's there to help you out.
D&D takes too much brain power for me.
Tyran thinks he can buy a favor. He is correct. Oh wait, no,
Yep.
Hold on. There's a yellow in there.
All day, every day.
My favor is very curryable.
To give you,
yeah, go ahead, Rex. Go.
To give you an idea of the silliness that we get up to, I am playing a bugbear who is about 7 feet tall, and he now has a bird who has made a nest in his beard.
Oh dear.
And is raising chicks as he goes on his adventures, and he's adopted about 10 corgis. Is it corgi or corgi? I've been messing this up my whole life.
Corgi.
Yeah,
Corgi.
Definitely corgi.
10 corgis from a previous thing that happened in the city where it's happening. So he has this pack of dogs, a bird in his beard, and it is just Sauce, don't start that.
Oh my gosh.
But just the level of silliness you can come to expect in the game. It's a lot of fun. So
Jazzy wants to know what your favorite class is to play.
yes.
I like rangers because my favorite weapon is the bow and arrow. Even in Minecraft, I prefer it over a sword.
Oh, classic choice.
I used to play elves when I was younger, and the few times I played D&D, and the last time I played, I was a Tabaxi warlock, where Joe was my patron. And that was for Pasta's benefit. And it was to be so obnoxious. And I loved every second of it. Even though I wasn't that good at it, but I'm still kind of figuring out how to really play.
Yeah.
And Joe's been doing like Pathfinder and D&D games in his Discord, and there's one I think I'm set up to play on the 30th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Because every other time, including the one that Sauce is going to run for us, does not work. Or I think Sauce ran it already. Yeah, Sauce ran it already. But yeah, every single one just could not get it to work for my schedule. Because it's like, oh, I'm away. Oh, I have this thing. Oh, I have that thing. So I definitely would love to have the opportunity to play with Sauce as the DM. Just my schedule is obscenely bad, obscenely busy.
Well, because I run a game, Jazzy, and have been for a while, I usually play just very sweet characters. Just, the nicest people until it's time to fight, and then they're horrific. But just very, very sweet, very friendly characters who will try and talk their way out of things. And then when it's time for combat, it's like, okay, well, I have this awful spell. Um, and people are like, "What?" So it's a lot of fun.
Let's see.
Okay, no, I
I
can't.
I'm usually play healer characters, Jazzy, so I get the cleric vibe. There's a lot of versatility in clerics. I appreciate it. I appreciate them a whole lot.
So that.
There's a lot of different options for
Yeah, that
clerics,
makes sense.
and so you can. I feel like it's a very versatile class. I also just like bards because I have a natural bard personality. Let's see. Oh, is it moi? Is it my turn?
Yes, yes, it is.
Yay!
Oh my goodness. I
Okay.
cleaved him in twain. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I also got a major kick out of watching the two of you play during Mercy Road.
Oh, that was so much fun.
That was an
That
absolute
was
highlight.
Yeah, that was a blast. I absolutely choose scenery as Rumberry and just go full angry Fraser Crane with the voice. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
My strategy with a good sauce game is to come up with an adorable character so that I can avoid uh, all the wrath.
Okay. None of those greens appeal to me, and that is disappointing. Um, the lack of fives is also bad.
Hmm.
Yes.
Um, and I need a yellow up here. I need a yellow up here. I need reds here. I need... so one of these has to be blue. So, and one of these has to be blue. So I'm going to take this blue 2 and put it here.
Hmm.
And call it an afternoon. But okay.
I will say the only thing that I can't play is a green 3, but I know that doesn't help you and Jay. I'm warning Radiant Million Rex.
No matter. Okay, so this has to be red no matter what. So I'm gonna play this red 1, which automatically makes this red 5 a must. This has to be a red 5. That has to be a yellow 2. Yellow 2 or 5. Yikes. There's a lot of yikes going on right now. A lot of yikes. And this is what I was afraid of, not gonna lie.
The
Big
character,
yike energy.
yeah, the character I'm playing in the campaign, I play main kingdom. Words no good. I'm currently playing a character regularly in a campaign who is a lore bard pro wrestler that is a
Excuse me.
tiefling himbo. Basically, he's
Oh my
Gronk.
goodness.
It is an absolute joy to play him.
That's kind of hilarious, not gonna lie.
Yeah. He's also like 15 years old, so he has no real world experience. So super low whiz. But he's like 6'5" and built like the Rock. So people don't quite know what to make of him. It's a lot of fun.
Okay, this is my last one of this. That's good, I think.
Okay, so I guess I'm playing green.
Eep.
Greens on greens on greens on greens.
How green was my dice track?
Well, the red 3 wouldn't have helped you anyway.
Oof.
Okay. So I'm gonna glazing hammer this and hope for a number that's not a 3, and see what happens. That
Ooh.
works. I can work with either one of those.
Yeah, too bad it's not diagonals.
Yeah.
Because I think we'd all be okay on that.
Okay. Can someone please save me a green 2?
No.
Okay.
Oh goodness!
All right.
Wow.
I
The violence
I don't think,
spews.
I hate to say it, I don't think I can either. Green 2 I think is the only thing I can play.
Yeah, because I kind of need to have a green here.
I'm so sorry, I'm terrible.
This is my villain origin story, if
I'm
anyone is
terrible.
asking. If anyone
I'm
wants to know.
I'm sorry. What's that, Mister? No, I'm taking the green 5, which you needed and was the only thing you couldn't fill on that first
I
round.
gave you
What was
that
that?
red. I could have
I-
taken
I-
that red 3, but I did not.
I'm sorry.
left it to you.
I can't hear you over the hypocrisy, sir.
Sorry.
Um,
What was that? I'm allergic to bullshit, and I just sneezed.
Hey! I don't have the filter on!
No.
Oh, wow.
What did you do?
Oh, guys.
I don't have-
It's too funny.
Saucefire says we're no longer family friendly. I do try to keep it family friendly. Well, here's the thing. I do curse. I do. And by keeping it family friendly, it keeps me in check. Because when I'm here in my space and when I'm with my students, I really try very hard not to cuss. But when I'm with my friends, or if I'm on another stream that isn't family friendly, all bets are off, and I can be a little bit more loosey-goosey with my language. I try to keep it kind of curtailed. There are some words I won't say, but still. But yeah, I was cursing last night on Valley's stream because he had the mature content filter on, and I mean, being scared by the warden, some words will escape. So that's the whole thing.
Tyran, green 6 above the purple requirement, or
Nope. It's got to be a green 2 because that I have to save that spot for a yellow. But I can put
Gotcha.
I can put purple 6 here, and then I'm going to use glazing hammer again. And I don't care.
I'm just picturing you pulling out like this massive wooden mallet and shattering the glass that they brought us.
Oh my god!
Oh,
Why?
violent.
Why?
They have ladies and gentlemen,
Why?
we're sorry. This level of violence is not family appropriate from the Glasscutters Union.
Do not fib here.
Do not. You are.
Language that I am biting right now.
The fiddlesticks is strong.
Get out of here with your crocodile tear sympathy.
The fiddlesticks is strong right now, people.
Ugh.
We've gone full fiddle.
Yeah. Likewise, I curse like a wounded sailor left to my own devices. So I really make it a point not to try not to curse on stream as much as I can, because otherwise it's just frustrated filth out of my mouth.
You're making.
Ooh.
Oh my god! I really need to take my allergy meds because I'm laughing so hard it's really hurting.
We'll just say I definitely muted. I didn't have a choice. It needed to go. I needed it out.
Flames.
Sometimes.
Flames.
Yes.
All over my face.
Back when I was lifting heavy weights, I basically dislocated my hip
Oh no.
while deadlifting and
Oh.
collapsed to the floor and was having back spasms.
Hey,
Ooh.
hey, Fally, speak of the devil.
And I had to drive a half hour home from the gym.
Oh.
Oh no.
And I was joking while I was in the gym and being pleasant. And I got in the car, I shut the door, and I let forth for the next half hour with the worst language I've used in my adult life for the entire trip, because I was in such incredible pain. And I may let loose with some filth right now because there is...
Oh. Mother Magoo. Buddy. Oh.
Blazing hammer.
Seriously. There's also a tap wheel. That red
Church
one could get
base.
moved. That red one could get moved down.
True.
Maybe. I don't know.
Unless
Oh.
there's
Yeah, but-
unless
you
it's
are-
a
then-
You're stuck a little
restriction.
bit. You're stuck a little bit.
Then, yeah, then the red 4 can't go there. Red 2 can't go there.
I would say, but that red one's not a restriction.
Yeah, but then I lose the row for.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Now I see.
Yikes.
Oof. Ouch.
Big yikes.
Whoops.
Rip. Oh my,
Oh,
yeah,
that is
ow.
not okay. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Mom, can you hold me? I'm scared.
Nice, real nice.
Oh
Actually,
my.
isn't there supposed to be another "Don't Hold Me, or "Hold Me, I'm Scared"? Isn't there supposed to be another one of those videos coming out soon?
I don't know actually, because I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's
one
it's
one
it's
just came
creepypasta.
out. One just
Yeah.
came out, I think.
Yeah, I think one did just come out.
Oh.
It's basically just creepypasta horror. It's great creepypasta horror, but it's that type where you just go, ooh. Don't hug me, I'm scared. Yes. Oh, they're getting a TV show.
Oh wait, I have heard of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I have heard of it. I don't know how, but I have heard of it. It just took me a second. It's the one where it's like they're in a kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I've seen an episode.
Yeah.
I don't
The
remember
meme.
how,
Yeah.
but I don't remember how, but I think I've seen an episode or two, and it's just weird, very weird.
There's
Okay,
a
I'm sitting
meme
right
where green is not green is not a creative color.
Ah, got it.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. Okay. Ooh, perfect placement right there.
Huh? No, I'm just hoping
I'm
for
gonna
something
take
else.
that blue and save me one of the purples or one of the yellows, and we're good. Oh my goodness. Okay. The air conditioner is on in here to keep the computers cool, and it is freezing. To be fair, I'm in a dress and barefoot, so just to be comfortable.
Oh, this is just torture for you.
I know Manatee, I'm gonna tell him that I want to go find shorts and stuff now, and he's like, but I thought you were gonna go Tuesday.
Blazing hammer. I don't care. I'm gonna do it again. I'm so mad at this game right now. I'm gonna do it.
To quote C-Lab 2020, drop the hammer.
Oh,
And I can't play anything. There you go.
That's wrong.
I'm spiting the game now, and it's spiting me back. And you know what? That's fine.
That is wrong on multiple levels.
We're just gonna mutually assured snarkiness.
And that purple 4 would have been great, but nope. How about this instead? That'll give me a row.
Oh. Yeepies. Okay, you know what? Now I'm going to re-roll them all. Yes.
And everyone's re-rolling.
Are you kidding me?
That ain't right.
No.
Which four do I? Which one do I fork?
That ain't right.
Those monsters.
Green to white. Dang it.
Ugh.
Wowie and Zowie. My goodness. Okay.
It's a little early in the day to start drinking as a coping mechanism, but this game's
Oh my
getting me
God.
close.
I'm down.
Oh,
Oof.
Uh
Can
oh.
we say NJ needs purple? Oh no!
Also,
Oh no!
also because I missed it. Hey, Fally, that I was saying earlier, I caught a little bit of your stream yesterday with NJ, and that was a delight. I was in the middle of a story when you came in.
Oh, Sauce. I accidentally just noticed that James paid for a spot, so I double paid for his spot because we really want James to play a game.
Whoops.
So there you go.
How you doing, Fally? Oh, I gave you a shout out before, but I'm gonna do it again so that people can find the VOD of us going after the warden.
I really, everyone, purple 2, please. Thank you.
No.
Oof. Violence.
You know, it's a good thing I don't do real life to character bleed, Tyran, because my gosh, you'd be in for it.
You know what? At least I finished my board for the first time today.
Yeah.
There you go. Hooray!
Oh,
Jeez.
I can't wait for it, Fally. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be ridiculous.
Okay, I need a real quick break again. I will be
Yeah,
back.
yeah. You and your purple 6.
Sauce, do you mind if we mention the buddy pass concept? So, sorry, waiting for Sauce. Okay, so if you've played in a game, or if 2 people want to play, instead of paying $15 Canadian, it is, and I'm just going to double check so I don't misspeak, I believe it's $25 Canadian, and you and a friend can both join the game. So yes, $25 Canadian. Just took a look at the Discord. NJ, my goodness, the violence you were left with. But $25 Canadian, it's like less than $13 US for those of you watching in the States.
Oh.
A bargain. A
Ouch.
bargain.
I could have finished my board.
Sorry.
Ouch.
I ran out of tokens. It's
Sad.
okay.
I ran out of tokens.
I ran out of tokens. I ran out of favorite tokens, so rip me. It's okay.
I mean, if you look at it another way, folks, that is 14 cents Canadian per minute.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour game.
I'm gonna have, like, maybe 20 points. Okay, slightly over 20 points.
This game was kind of a mess.
This game was a big
Wow.
mess. So
Oh wow.
I'm gonna click continue and forget about it.
That was a very, very close game, folks.
Yes, it
Good
was.
job, Lady Amelia. And good game,
Thank
everyone.
you. The only reason why I won that one is because she wasn't able to finish her board.
Yeah, that was ridiculously close.
Okay, I gotta see about the other boards. I have to, because that was insane.
Yeah, that was absolutely a wild level of brutality being visited upon us all.
Oh, yeah.
This was painful.
It was extremely painful.
Oh my goodness, Rex. Your secret color. Oh, rip, buddy. Ouch.
I should have filled in with the green when I had the chance, but I didn't, because I think that would have helped, but
The universe was taunting me when I did the glazing hammer to re-roll. I got 2 6s because I needed a green 2, and then Lady Amelia used the glazing hammer and rolled 2 green 2s.
That's a crime.
It was demonic.
I did not have a choice. Otherwise, I was not going to be able to play anything, and then it just gave what you needed, and it was just like, oh my god, really? What?
That's a crime.
I was trying to hold out for the high-value blues, but they just didn't give them. So it was like, all right,
No.
I guess I'm gonna have to try
There
and explore
were
other
a
ways.
lack of them in that game.
Yes. The whole game, there wasn't very many high rolling blues at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you'd have got those blues, you'd have blown us away.
It happens. It's the nature of the game,
Mhm.
and I enjoy that we do play frenemy co-op where we taunt
Yeah.
each other a bit, and
Yes.
don't always just go, oh, of course you take it. It's well, I really need this. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a few times I've just really just let it go because somebody really needed it, and I'm like, well, rip me. There we go. Done and dusted. But that's okay. I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have
Awesome.
2.
Yes, I can throw
One
in
more
another
game?
Yeah, one more game.
Yeah.
One more game.
Definitely one more, and then I've got to go lay down.
One more game. Do.
Well, the good thing
Oh.
is it's been so dry here, I don't have to mow the lawn today, but I do still have other chores to do around the house.
Yeah, I want to get over and see if I can find shorts, shorts in preferably in my size. I want to what you call it?
Huh.
Ooh.
There's a bunch of stuff that I want to take care of.
I'm at the point in my life as a middle-aged white guy where I'm seriously considering just buying kilts.
There is
Ooh, these are
legitimately someone I know. There is legitimately someone I know who wears a kilt everywhere they go. And
Mhm.
if you've been to there are 2 people actually, and one of whom I travel with when when we go to conventions. In fact, he was actually pictured in one of the PAX photos getting I think Austin Creed's autograph, I think.
Mhm.
But he wears like one of those like I don't know what kind of kilt it is, but it's one where like it has all these pockets and it's got a belt where you can like hang things from, and it's really
Utility-kilts.
that's it. That's what it's called. Ooh, column shade variety. That's different.
Is he a line manager? Because I think I think I've worked with them before.
Probably he's Jux's friend and mine.
Okay.
The very tall one.
Yes.
Yep, that's my friend.
Oh,
We've-
nice.
We've all known each other since college because we all went to college together.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have met all of your friends before I knew they were your friend.
That's accurate.
Mhm.
Like
I didn't know that you and Jux went to college together.
Yes.
Column shades. Okay, we'll have to.
You know
work on
what?
that.
I'll. Which way do I want to go? If I go this way, that's gonna mess me up. So hold on. I'm gonna go over here instead because at least I have a pathway out. I am not gonna have a pathway out otherwise, and that's gonna
Sure.
suck. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, seeing as how my summer uniform for years was tank top, either cargo or jorts, and steel-toe boots
Mm-hmm.
with a rolled-up sleeves on a lightweight plaid shirt, because I'm an old metalhead / rocker.
Of course.
Yeah, it's like that's the uniform.
Yep.
What? This is how I dress.
Mm-hmm.
You know you're a metalhead.
Oh, yes. You haven't been paying any attention at all.
There have been. Hold on. In my defense, there have been subtle cues. I just didn't want to assume right out the gate.
I think the brain is broken there. There's some shock to this.
There-
Although
it
not
wa-
for me.
It wasn't like an oh, I've discovered the Holy Grail type situation. It was more like an oh, okay. Well, that would align with the subtle cues.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Give me that back and
Yeah, it led to some discussions in the early to mid 90s with people who were like, well, you're just wearing flannel because of grunge. It's like, I've been wearing flannel since 3rd grade. Go away.
Flannel's nice. Flannel's nice. What are they talking about?
Yeah.
I would say my daughter lives and breathes flannel.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Plaid shirts are great because if you spill something on it, no one's going to notice.
Right?
Plaid is also, it's very versatile too, so you can have different shades to then match, if you're wearing jeans or sneakers or anything like that.
Mhm.
You can get far in plaid.
You can,
Yes.
yeah. All right, which direction am I gonna go?
Flannel
here?
sheets. Okay, I have not thought of that sauce.
Flannel
I
sheets
ha-
are great.
Oh,
I
they're
love
so-
flannel sheets.
They're soft, they're warm, they're breathable.
So, Fally says, I cut the first 110 down to 25. Final video is probably going to be 45 to 50. Yeah, that sounds about right. Which includes a few shader replay shots that turned out great. I can't wait to see it.
Cool.
I have slept on flannel sheets in the winter, and they are lifesavers. Now, unfortunately, in this instance, this is not life-saving, so I'm going to go over here. And I'm just going to, like, ping-pong my way around. Heaven help me.
It's an effective strategy.
Hmm.
Inwardly, I'm making that discontented sound your dog makes. Not quite the full vocalization of a husky, but close.
Oh. That's interesting.
Okay. Okay, let's see, what am I gonna do here? Apparently not much. That's poop. Okay, I guess I'll go this way and hope for the best.
Oh, that's right. I'm just looking at my schedule 2 weeks from now, because it popped. Because I have a large calendar on my app for my phone, and it's really just easy to pop in and see what's going to happen several weeks from now. And I forgot that I booked the dentist and the barber back to back on different days, and I was just like, I don't remember doing this, and I was like, right, my barber caught COVID.
Oh.
Yeah. He's doing well, but it was just one of those things where he's been super cautious for most of the pandemic, and then he finally just got it.
Alright, Sauce, have fun. Yeah, 4 people I know caught it over the last couple of weeks, and including Kay, my friend Kaylina. So, like, thankfully she's in a doctor's care, but at the same time, I'm just,
Right.
I'm just,
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So I'm gonna nestle that there and then hope for the best.
Have fun touching grass, Sauce. Don't get grass stains, and be well.
And if you do get grass stains, pour some Tide over it and let it sit for, like, just kind of rub it in a little, and then let it sit for about a day, and then wash it, and you'll be right as rain.
Yes, it's one of the few things you shouldn't just rub some dirt on.
Yes.
I think I can get away with doing this. Okay. As much as that entices me, I am going to go and clear another blue restriction.
Yuck.
It's fine. I'm just... debating which of the 6s I want to play.
What's nice is that this move set is pretty versatile in terms of the tools.
Is there anything anyone needs? I know it's only the 3rd round.
I'll figure it out when it comes back to me, I guess.
Okay.
Same.
The auto-tuned husky I posted because I always find that amusing.
Very nice.
Oh goodness. Okay. Alright, I need to make executive decisions here. I'll do that, because I can. Because, whatever. I'm gonna try something new.
Why not?
So it's number, not color, so might as well. Because that 2 can't go there because of that. Ugh.
That wouldn't be terrible. Could try that.
Okay. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? What's here? What's here? What's here? Lots of stuff. Alright. Time to start venturing over to the other side.
Hello from the other side.
Yes, exactly. And I figure if y'all need some colors...
That you would be kind enough to leave us some colors.
Oh, goodness.
Boy, silence. Shh.
That's when we know we've hit the
Struggle bus.
yeah, a little bit.
Dice of violence. So much silence. Considering another move.
Eh,
Nothing that I needed. Nothing that I wanted in the dice track.
seriously, I'm gonna take this red 3 and get this requirement out of the way and go. Like I wasn't even here.
Wasn't even where?
Wasn't even
Ninja
here.
vanish.
Exactly.
No. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Like right now.
Can we say
Ooh.
some yellow, buddy?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. At least it's not color restrictions as well.
That would be interesting, and by interesting I mean terrible.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right, I'm actually going to take advantage of this yellow 1 opportunity and make that a 2 and help me with my number restrictions here.
Wow. I'm gonna take this and run for the moment and hold my breath.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now I can almost get to everything. I still can't get over there. That was a mistake. But I can get to here. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Good grief.
We are going to take care of that number restriction before it bites me in the bum.
Hmm.
Okay. That's okay for now. If I do that, that means I can hit every square now.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. You got a 4 or a 4? Options. Options.
Yep.
Okay. This is advantageous to me. Because I could really use a green 2. Finally, at last. After all these painful, excruciating years, a green 2 has arrived.
We'll see.
Oh, lots of green. Good. I need to fill in some of this nonsense. Okay. I am going to... Oh, that green one would be perfect, but nope. I'm going to play that 4 instead. Have at it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oof. Oh.
Okay. Leaves me with options. Okay, that'll work just fine. Yeah, I can swing it. Pick that other one too. That would be okay.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm okay.
No,
I re-
time.
Yeah, no. I'm not worried. I just realized that I was trying to figure out... For some reason, my brain kept trying to figure out why I couldn't play the greens.
Oh.
Because I'm a derp. It's fine. I got
Oh.
that instead. It works. Bye. Oops.
Okay. If I choose that, should be okay.
Going to do this to get that out of the way, and now I can reach everything-ish.
Okay. Neither of those help me. Okay, what's my strategic placement here? This. I already have 5s, 3 4s. Okay, I can swing that. Would the 3 of you be willing to let me have the yellow 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I eventually need a 1, but I'll find it. I'm not worried.
Okay.
Okay, let's... Okay, so you need the yellow 1. So I'll come over here first. And do that.
Oh, nice. Okay, so I will take that as a 1. Now let's see. Think my best option. Yeah, I can deal with that. Is if I. Huh. And it could also do that. You know what? For the moment, that's a. Really want to fill in that blue though. Does anyone need the purple 6? Or would anyone like the purple 6?
I can use it, but if you want it, go ahead.
I think it's
Okay.
cute, but if you need it, take it out.
Okay. I will let you have the purple 6, NJ, and I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I want to clear that out of the way. What is that? That would turn a. Yeah. Look, Sagrada wasn't built in a day.
Huh. Nice.
Okay. That takes care of all my blues. And I think most of my 3s.
I see why you said you could use the purple 6.
Mm. Yeah, I'll take that purple 6 and run. That's gonna fill in that one.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that'll at least take care of that color restriction. I could have used both of those, but you know.
Okay. I am on the hunt for reds and greens now, I think. Okay, that works just fine.
Okay. I can't put that there. So
6, 2.
I don't have any yellows really, so I'm gonna put that there.
3, 4, 1. Okay. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna pause here for just a moment.
Okay.
I promise I'm cooking something up.
Calculating. Calculating.
Mhm.
Calculating.
Okay. All right. That'll work just fine if I go for this here.
Oh good, I get it back to back, thank goodness. Ooh.
This is that. And then, honestly, this will help me.
Oh, that sounded good.
Oh no!
Oh, what? Oh, what?
There's 2 4s in that column.
Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I was like, oh!
Mistakes were made.
Just hit the little checkbox. Mistake. Check made.
Well, at least I can get rid of this one restriction now. I don't have to worry about it. I just
Yeah.
now I get to worry about the 5. Hooray!
Wouldn't be
Hurrah.
Sagrada. Wouldn't be a Sagrada game if something didn't go horribly wrong.
It's not going horribly wrong.
Correct.
It's just challenging.
Yeah, it's not going horribly wrong. It's just going slightly sideways.
Yeah,
Yes.
just a tilt.
Yeah, just
a
just a minor tilt. I think that
I do
plays
believe
well.
it's called a smidge.
I reckon.
Okay.
If anyone needs it, please go ahead and take it. But I could arguably use the yellow too. Which no, go ahead, Lady Amelia, take it. Take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All I can say is thank goodness for tokens. For everybody.
Yeah, seriously.
My goodness.
How do I want to do this? Okay, none of these are a 2. But I'm going to do that. Make it 5.
Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea. I might go ahead and do that.
And then, so that I don't regret my life choices.
Uh-huh.
Will it be red or purple?
It'll be red.
Okay.
And now I don't have to worry about any of that nonsense.
Right.
It's okay.
Okay, so this go here.
Okay. Then honestly, I'm still missing a 6, so a 6 would do me. The thing is that what about that red? No. I'll be good. We'll gamble on one of these last 2 spots being a good thing. So, hit me with something good.
I can use the yellow 4.
All right, absolutely, I can do that. Hey, All right, green 2 will do me good. That way I'm filled up on my numbers. And I think almost anything plays there. And honestly, I can gamble for a... gamble for a red. Two, three, 4, 5.
Yellow 4 and blue 6 are what I need.
Well, yellow 4 and blue 6 I can't play. So
Okay.
You're in luck.
Woohoo!
The green ones and the 5 are out, so I'm in big trouble. This is not... Actually, wait. I can do nothing. I can do nothing. And like it. Okay. Hold on. So I have one shot at this.
Mm-hmm.
I have one shot. And I probably won't make it. Actually, wait. No, I don't. I can put the 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to give me this row. This column, rather. This column is the nightmare. This column, I might just make it. But I have to take that purple. I have to take that purple. So save me the purple.
It's not pretty, but it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I got it, y'all. I think I got it.
That's what the doctor said when he gave birth to me.
Nah. All right. All right. That's it. That's it. I'm standing up and walking out. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. That was ridiculous. That was absolutely ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh, I can't. Oh, my head's starting to hurt again. I gotta go take my allergy meds after this. I really do. And then I gotta do stuff around the house. I might actually be able to go do the things I need to do today. Oh, just so that you all know, I said it before, but I'm going to say it again. Tomorrow, I will be streaming from 9 a.m. to 2 to raise money for an organization called NARAL. It is a women's reproductive, well, not just women, but basically reproductive rights. Because of everything that's gone on. I'll be playing most likely Mario Kart, maybe Sagrada, maybe I'll fire up one of the games I picked up, like 2 Point Hospital or whatever, and just like mess around. And if people want to join me, if they're not working or if they don't have plans, I'm cool with it. I'll just let y'all know. Tuesday, I normally stream from 9 to like midnight or 1, but it's my last day before I go away with Manatee Gags, so I'm gonna actually try to stream during the day. Oh,
Ooh.
wow. Oh!
Rip.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that's wild! Nicely done!
Excellent job.
Wow.
Oh, hold on. I am snipping this. I am snipping this. Hold on. Snipping away. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that in the Discord because wow.
Okay,
Y'all?
everybody have a nice day. Happy holidays, and I will talk to y'all later.
Oh,
Bye.
Take care.
All right, Amelia.
Bye,
Take
bye.
care. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Wow.
I am gonna post
What a close game.
And everybody over 60.
Yeah.
We. I'm in shock.
We brought our A game to that.
We totally did. I'm so proud of us right now. All right, so hold on. I'm posting the scores in the Sagrada channel. That's just ridiculously good. We did really good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So let me give a shout out for Lady Amelia. I'm sure that she'll probably be streaming next Sunday. Okay. So let's look at these windows real quick. So yeah, my color was blue. And I was trying not to be overly aggressive with it, but I think if I had been able to get one more yellow or one more green in there, it would have worked, but having the blues worked. Your color was yellow. Good. That's cool. You got that pretty situated. Oh, I should have known purple was your color. Maybe I should have taken that purple 6.
Maybe you should have.
Maybe I should have. That's all right.
But
Look at
it's
that.
all right. I'm glad that I didn't gamble on a red, because at the end of the day, there's that green 5. I'm not green. I'm staring at it. I'm literally staring at the color. There's the yellow 5 that I ended up placing last, and that it was just like, that's fine.
I just clipped your board and put it in the Discord for everyone to see.
But yeah, well done, everybody.
That was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. My goodness.
Absolutely. I love Sagrada Sundays.
I'm so glad. But I hate to break your heart, but I'm not going to be able to play next week.
That's okay.
Because I will be away at PlayOnCon.
having fun with other people.
There's also talk about Joe Badger and I doing a meet and greet in Nashville after we get back.
Oh,
Yeah, I have friends in Nashville, so I'm gonna message them and basically say, hey, I'm gonna be in town and this is where I'll be if you want to come say hi. Because one of them's like, yes, I want to see you. How do I do it? I'm like, I'll figure that out.
Right.
But we have to just get the details down. But yeah, I'll be at PlayOnCon. But in the meantime, where can people find you all? I'm gonna put your I'm gonna give you a shout out, Tyran. Want to talk about your channel?
Sure. So if you liked this content and if you liked the sound of my voice, you can check me out over at Tyranthosaurus on Twitch, where I'm currently playing through Shovel Knight, a zany bit graphic game that I have really come to adore because it has all the puns in the universe. It has several pun generators, and it's great. I'm at a loss of words because I like puns. On top of that, you may have seen me in the past. I love building Lego sets on stream, and so you should watch out for some more Lego-induced content later this month. And otherwise, you can find me here on Sundays, most days, playing Sagrada with my friends, NJ Coffee Junkie, Rex Verdi, and Lady Amelia. And you can also find me on Twitter at Tyranthosaurus, that same handle. So, thanks again.
And would you like to talk yourself up, Rex?
Hey, I'm Rex Verdi. You can find me on playing Sagrada on here and not many other streams. I'll occasionally play some D&D as a guest on a charity stream. And of course, you can find me at the charity that we do, Draw 4 Charity, both as moderator and occasionally showing up in-game. So looking forward to that next month. And that's about it.
It's in 2 weeks.
Oh, God. Well, yes, 2 weeks. But this month is, sorry, it's July already.
I know.
What
it's
is
weird.
time? So, yeah, that's where you can find me.
Awesome. I appreciate you both very much, and I hope that you'll maybe be able to play Sagrada next week. And if I have any bandwidth, I'll pop in and say hello. Because I actually do have Sagrada on mobile. So
Amazing. But you have a wonderful time next week.
Thank you.
Enjoy the trip.
I'm excited. I definitely will.
And if both Badger and Joe are going to be there, tell them hi from me and give them hugs from me if they are hugging people.
I absolutely will. That's a promise.
Thank you.
But I will let you both go. Have a wonderful holiday. Be well, stay safe, and I look forward to seeing you both in person ASAP because you're both wonderful.
Sounds good.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys. See you.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, my wonderful stream. You guys have been amazing. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream today, and I'm so glad that I did. Friends heal things when you're feeling poopy. Friends heal, and my friends are awesome. But like I said, tomorrow I'll be streaming from 9 to 2 to help fundraise for an organization called NARAL. I'll have more information about that, link and everything else. I'll have that ready for you in the morning. Tuesday, I am hoping to procure some stuff so that I can stream during the day. I would like to do that because I would like to spend my last night before my trip with Manatee Gag. And if that doesn't happen, then I will probably stream from Kaylina's server with him so we can continue work on our piggy track and making mud and all kinds of stuff and just getting into hilarity and being silly together. So I will definitely let you know about that. After that, I am on vacation. I am traveling to PlayOnCon, and I will be back. I will probably take a full week and a half break because next Tuesday the 12th is Manatee's birthday, and I want to spend that day with him. So unless I stream super early in the morning, you will catch me the following Friday, the 15th. You will catch me on Draw for Charities site, on Draw for Charities channel. I will be playing Among Us with the Draw for Charity of the fellow board members, Pasta, Boots, Joe, Brosephine, and Gamma, and along with other guests. That's going to be at 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern, and I can't wait for that. So you'll see me that weekend on that channel. And I'm going to give a shout out for Draw for Charity real quick. Please go follow it so that you know when we go live. We're starting at 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, next Friday, the 15th. Now, having said all of that, make sure you go follow. I'm going to wait. If you are new to the channel and you liked everything you saw, please feel free to hit follow so you know when I go live. I would love to see you again over the next couple of days and after I get back from vacation. In the meantime, you can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/njcoffeejunkie, youtube.com/njcoffeejunkie. I have a Patreon. It's the 3rd of the month. Perfect time to get in on Patreon. Tiers start at $1 a month. Thanks, James, for the follow. Tiers start at $1 a month. For $5 a month, you get access to the Minecraft realm Half-Calf Craft. For $10 a month, you get access to the full server Dinercraft. And for $20 a month, you get a thanks in a stream or in one of my videos. Videos have been on hiatus because of the new job, but I'm doing the best I can, so bear with me. And also, real quick, I have a Discord. It is free to join. You just have to be 13 years of age or older. Invite link is right there. We talk about all kinds of things. We play Sagrada. We play Minecraft. After I get back from PlayOnCon, I'm going to start doing some community events with Minecraft and maybe Mario Kart and stuff like that. That's going to be over like mid to end of July, early August, because I finally have some bandwidth to do that. So that is going to be amazing, and I cannot wait to have you all join in, and I will see you all there. But with that, I'm going to send you all on a raid, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. We're going to raid Zombie Cleo. Zombie Cleo is playing a game called The Quarry. It is a horror game, but I love being able to raid Zombie Cleo. She is one of my favorite people in terms of Minecraft and everything else, and she's just one of the best. So I hope that you will give her some love and tell her that this raid is freshly brewed, and I can't wait to see you all tomorrow morning for this event. Last but not least, before I send you off, wear your masks, wash your hands, get vaccinated, get boosted, and most importantly of all, be excellent to yourselves and to each other. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have the best day. And if you are observing the 4th of July tomorrow, have a safe holiday. Take care. See you soon. Bye, everyone.